Welcome to the Church of the Chair. My name is E. Welcome. If you are confused by the lack of videos on the channel, the disappearance of all the videos on the channel, there's good reason for that, and I'm going to talk about it right up front. Um, I am no longer using the name that used to be associated with this account for various reasons, some of them contractual. I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to talk about it. I talked about it quite a bit before I put everything unlisted. What I will do for people is I will give you links to all the videos that I had on the channel beforehand in the Discord. There will be a list. I haven't created it yet, but there will be a list of videos, links to playlists, certain series that you guys have been asking for and asking why they disappeared. I can't control that. Well, I could to begin with, but anyways, I'm not going to get into it. I've talked about it so much before, and if you missed it, I'm sorry, you just missed it. I cannot reach out to everyone if they don't pay attention to the channel, and I understand that people cannot always watch every bit of content, read every single post on the community tab and all that stuff. But I did give months and months of warning, and I still got numerous comments on my last community post saying, "Where did the videos go?" The videos are still around. They are just unlisted. To gain access to them, you will have to join the Discord. The Discord will be vetted. Anybody who comes in will be, if you make noise, then you're gone. It's as simple as that. For this video, just this video alone, will be 3 month subscribers only. You have to have been subscribed for at least 3 months. But the Discord is down there in the description of the video. So when I have more time, that's one of the reasons why everything is gone and things are changing. I just don't have that much time. But what I am going to be doing is posting 4 15 to 30-minute videos every single month. One book review a month, one video game review a month, one movie review a month, and then some other video that doesn't pertain to any of those things. There will be streams on the weekend, maybe not Saturday and Sunday both, but there will always be a stream on the weekend. I'm bringing back game nights from the previous channel. We will be doing that on Sundays around probably 5 or 6 o'clock. I want to make sure that my UK friends and followers and anybody that's not in the same time zone will be able to watch the videos. We'll be able to interact with game nights. We'll work these things out as we go along. I know I'm not going to be able to fit everyone in, but I do want to make sure that as many people that want to play are able to play. As far as the dates and times or any of those things, as far as the videos are concerned, I'm not sure, but I want to make it clear that this content is going to be few and far between. It'll be one a week, and they are going to be highly stylized. If you were a fan of my old content where I just pretty much, rambled on and on and on, all that's going to be gone. All the repetition, all that stuff is going to be edited out. That's another reason why I am, taking my time, slowly coming back to make sure I have a nice catalog that's uploaded at least 3 months in advance. I am a good ways into that. I'm 2 months. I'm 2 months ahead right now. So when we get back to uploading, all those videos will be, have already been shot, and you guys will have constant content on the channel. Like I said, long videos, anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes. And of course, I'm going to ramble for this because I didn't prepare for this. But as you see, I have a semi-new background. I know all this stuff looks familiar. All the bookshelves. We got King stuff over here. We got some of my favorites all sprinkled about. But now it is a very tight, closed up space, and I really like it. I hope you guys do too. Let's see here. What else is on the docket to discuss before I look at chat? So posting schedule, the Discord is very important because eventually this channel will be pretty much locked down to Discord only. There'll be unlisted streams, and if you want to join and it's not about building. It's about building a community, and I take that back. It is about building a community. I want you guys to be able to talk amongst yourselves. I will not be the main purpose of this is I will not be responding to comments or even looking at comments on the videos themselves. If you want to ask me questions or any of that stuff, head on over to Discord, join the Discord. We will be vetting everyone who comes through. And final note here is I want this to be a fun space. So anyone who comes in with any garbage, any trolling, anything like that, you're not going to get any attention. You're going to be automatically blocked. I have numerous moderators in here. There will always be at least one, I'm sure, good friends of mine. And the same thing is going to happen over on Discord. So, I mean, you can come in and you can try, but you're not going to get any response out of anyone. I've told all of my moderators to not respond to you, to not bring any attention to you, and I'm just going to ignore you. Now, as far as the old videos are concerned, I need to know from the community, and I will be looking at chat here in a minute. I need to know from the community what videos you want back. And I won't be posting them again here. Like I said, they'll be over on Discord. But I had over 1,000 videos. I had multiple series, things like that. Do you guys want Top 5 Friday? Do you want the Stephen King theorist? That kind of thing. I cannot make them public. I can't. They have to be over on Discord. And you will see that I'm still using the name that shall not be named over on Discord. That will change soon also to just E. I am still E. I am still the same person. But things are changing in my life, and I have to make sure that, those things are protected. And again, that's all I'm going to say about that. So if you have any questions, now is the time to ask. Now is the time to bring up any concerns that you have. I will answer you guys fully here. As long as you're respectful. And we're just going to jump into this and get going. There will be no Twitter. There will be no Instagram. My TikTok is reserved solely for my cousin Earl videos. I'm not going to be linking here. If you want to go over to TikTok, and if it's still around in the following months, it is CUZZINEARL. That's how you can find my content over there. But again, that is solely for the cousin Earl stuff, because when I post it over here, either I get hate or it's just jokes. It's just, yes, there's a lot of Southerners that are upset with the cousin Earl stuff because I actually do sound like this. This is my real voice. And cousin Earl is a character. It's no different from anyone else playing a character. And I try to keep it to where it is all jokes and I don't do anything serious, but every now and again I will post something serious. That is everything. Let me jump over into the comments and we can get going because we're already 8 minutes into this video. Thank you so much to the people who hung around. I thought for sure once I unlisted all of the videos that I would have a huge, exodus from the channel, but I only lost about 200 of you, and the people that I lost, I'm not worried about. It's people. I firmly believe that the people who care are going to hang around in the future, and you guys did. So love y'all so much. Thank you for the support. You guys mean the world to me, and it was very nice to see that I only lost a small, relatively small number of subscribers, because I was at 11,900 before, and now I'm at 11,700. So thank you. Love you guys. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, E. Thank you, Haley. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Hey, Connor. Thank you. Hey, Viking. What's up? Hey, Tim. Hello, Brian. Thank you. I really enjoy this, and it's the same office, and it's pretty much the same bookshelves. All that stuff will probably be changing as I get newer bookshelves and whatnot. But I really wanted a space for myself that felt contained, almost like a dog crate. I know that sounds funny, but I wanted something that was like it's a room within a room, because when I'm not doing live streams and things, I come out into this office and I work. This is my workspace, as well as live streaming and all that stuff, making videos. And I literally just sit here like this with my back to the camera. and I read. It is. I feel really good about this space, and I'm glad you guys like it. Let's see here. I like the new setup. It looks cozy, cool and cozy. Yes, yes. That's exactly how I feel about it. I'm very, very. I'm also kind of. I'm not nervous. It's been so long. I got to kind of get back on the horse. So if seem like I'm stammering, rambling, that kind of thing, that's just how I work through, trying to get back into the swing of things. Hey, Zeely, I missed y'all too. Honestly, I missed everyone in here. That's not over on the Discord. Even the Discord, I've kind of been not really ignoring, but not paying that much attention to, and I'm sorry for that. But I have had so much stuff going on in my everyday life. All good, no complaints whatsoever. I've had so much stuff going on. I deleted it from my phone. I deleted all my apps except for TikTok, of course, because I still need to post over there. Yeah, I've been just busy, and at some point in time, I hope to be able to talk about all the stuff that I've been busy doing. But every single time I'm on the cusp of something taking off, there's a delay. And it's been a delay over and over and over again. And hopefully soon I'll be able to share something. But that's one of the reasons why the other name is gone. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. That's why it's gone. Let's see here. I'll moderate your patootie. Thank you, Viking. Let's see. Hey, BookTube Goddess, are you still here? Goddess, are you still here? Not too long ago. Glad to see you back. Thank you, Goddess. I appreciate that. Definitely Thursday Theorist back. Love all those videos. They'll like I said, they'll be up on the Discord. I'll have an entire list here shortly. I was thinking about waiting until I had all this stuff ready to go live, but I wanted to get back into the swing of things just so I could work through. Again, not the nerves, just try to kind of regain my flow because it's been a very lonely space. Now, my family's been super supportive. Shell and the kids have just been absolutely amazing. But I'm trying to get back into the flow of the outside world because I've been so insular and, reclusive and all that stuff. I'm trying to get back into talking to people. It sounds weird, but it's the truth. Beavers till the end. Thank you, Viking. We love you, E, always. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Hey, Lawless. You're not going to see any books from the old name whatsoever. You will see some stuff from Ward Nerdlow because I'm still writing with Darren Kapoff. We're going to start working on our third book here very soon. So the Wicked Wex. Why'd we name it this? I can't even pronounce the damn the damn book name. The Wicked Rex of the West and We Are Legend are still up on Amazon. Darren has full control over the books. He's taking all the money, but I gave it to him. But we're still going to be working together. Ward Nerdlow is still a thing, but the other name is not. Another thing is if you try to type after this video, if you try to type the old name, it's not going to let you. It's not going to show up because I have that name blocked. And if you find some way around it, I'm just going to delete the comment. Let's see here. Oh, Chaz, that's cool. That's very cool. Okay, so as far as the Stephen King content, will there be Stephen King content in the future? Yes, but it will be unlisted. So you will have to go over to the Discord to watch those videos. And basically, I'm creating content for fans of this channel. I am not creating content for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes in. I'm just not. So the old stuff, the reason I'm not going to reshoot 68 videos. There's 68 videos of the Stephen. Actually, it's double that because I did reviews of every book that I did a Thursday Theorist for. I'm not going to reshoot the whole thing to take my name and references to to the old name. I'm not going to edit those videos or reshoot them because it's a lot. I just don't have the time. So in the future, if you want to watch the Stephen King Theorist Thursday Theorist videos, they'll be over on Discord. Hey, Derek, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming in. All right, Goddess, good. I'm glad you caught that. I've been I've been away. I know, but we're working ourselves back in. Let's see here. I miss you a lot, buddy. I'm back in. You're back in Birmingham. Why did you come back? Why, Tim? Why? It's okay. I think you're brave. I'd be scared to go live on a video and would just turn red and stammer. It's like I said, it's not nerves. Like, most of you guys, you guys are like family to me, especially everyone that's in here, everyone that's commenting. Hi, Ty, by the way. It's almost like learning how to talk again. I've been pretty reclusive I've been introvert. I'm usually introverted anyways, but even more so because I didn't even have the channel to like fall back on and get my social media on. I do want to talk about one thing before we go on and we talk some more. It's all I want this place. I want this channel to be about community. I want us to talk about books and nothing else. I want not books, not just books, but games and all that stuff. I want to make sure that that you are comfortable here and that I am comfortable here, and we build something maybe not special, but something to where we feel like, and that's what the Discord is for, to build something that feels more community. Instead of just random comments, random coming in or whatnot. If people want to join this, they can. If people don't, they don't have to. Yeah, a friendly hangout. Yes. Yes, there will be fog. I haven't gotten this set up yet, and I'm trying to figure out the lighting and the fog situation because, as you can see here, I'm kind of blocked in. So. Wiki. Damn it, Viking. Hey, working man, how you doing? I don't want to get. Is it Josh? Josh? It's either Josh or Justin. I'm so sorry. I think it's Josh. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Hey, J-Rod, how you doing? Lives are stressful. I understand. Again, it's not even the stress. It's just literally I'm out of practice. It's a matter of remembering how to talk to people, people that I don't see every day, like my family. I don't have any problem talking to my family, but as far as this is concerned, it is a bit awkward just because I'm not entirely sure what to say. And also I've been talking nonstop for the past 2 weeks, whether it be meetings, whether it be doing videos for the channel. Like I said, I'm 2 months ahead. Going back to that, I hope to get 3 to 6 months ahead. That way I can take time to do other things. So I shoot a bunch of videos, edit them, edit out all the rambling and repetition. Unlike these lives are just going to be just me talking to you guys. Let's see here. Hey, E, you still got your rage? Yeah, it's right here. It's cool, dude. I still have mine on my bookshelf too. Well, I bought the thing. It was cheap. Yes, it was a bootleg, and like I said, I bought it to see if it would really come. But yeah, it's nice to have on the shelf. I'm not a performing monkey. Yeah, I've actually said that. Hey, Rafaela, how you doing? Oh, Tim, I want you to know how much of an inspiration to me. My first short story is going to be published in an upcoming anthology, prorates and everything, in June. I'd love to share that tweet with you. Hey, you can email me. I'm sure I think you have my email address, but yeah, definitely, shoot me an email. I want to read your story. I need to turn my phone on. This is what the constant up, and I don't even have social media, and I'm still getting constant updates. So give me a second here. All right, do not disturb. They're just gonna have to deal with it. Hey, Lazy, how you doing? What is this place? This place is the new place. This is the new hotness. The old busted is gone. Okay, another thing is, I'm gonna prepare you guys up front. Well, I should have done it up front. We're already 20 minutes in. There's gonna be game streams. There's going to be video game content on here. The last time I tried to post video game content, either it didn't do well or I got a bunch of, where's the reviews? stop it. I'm going to post what I want to post, and that's another thing going forward is I'm going to post what I want to post. If you want the old content, again, you're going to have to go to Discord. Thanks for the update. Will you also be writing books on your own in the near future, or just the collab ones? The issue with even being known as E, and I was calling myself E even before the whole. Yeah. Anyways, but let's. Okay. I am constantly writing. I'm always writing. I have big projects coming up. Will I be able to share those things? Maybe. I don't know how. It all depends, and this is going to sound really funny and maybe even terrible. It all depends on how the channel behaves. If I get a bunch of stuff about, you know, tying in the old name with new names, if I get a bunch of not really threats, but a bunch of questions about. I'm one of those people. Okay, let me say it this way. I'm one of those people. The more you ask me to do something, unless of course you're my family, the more you ask me to do something, the less I want to do it. I know that sounds terrible, but it's the truth. I'm just being honest with you. The more people ask, and that's one of the reasons why the King content, I had no problem getting rid of it, because for so many people, I had become the Stephen King person, the go-to for Stephen King stuff. And it wasn't even really a weight or a burden. It just got to a point where there's so much more that I care about than that. And there toward the end, I was getting constant stuff. When are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? Regarding Stephen King. And I just stopped caring. And when I looked back on things and I saw how much that affected my love for my favorite author of all time, I don't want that coming in between my love for those books. I don't want that coming between my love for his work. I don't want the constant necessity to make that content detract from my love of the stories. And one of the main things that happened that really, it didn't catch me off guard as much as it kind of made me take a step back and reflect, was all of the stuff regarding the fairy tale review. And I even said in the review that I know there are going to be people who only like the first part of this book. The next 2/3 people are going to, because that's what Stephen King is best at. Small stories about real characters. And once the fantasy stuff came in, but I loved it. And I got numerous comments about how wrong I was, about how overdone all the stuff that he had done. That was the point of the book. And I just feel like people completely missed the point of the book, which was the title of the book. Yes, he rehashed all the fairy tale stuff, but that was on purpose. It drove me nuts to see so many people just completely disregard that aspect. On top of everything else, people telling me that objectively I was wrong, that it was a bad book. Got the same thing with Billy Summers, but in the opposite. People saying how fantastic that book was and that I was wrong. Opinions are opinions. That's all they are. When it comes down to the hate that you give someone because they don't like your opinion, I don't play that nonsense. It's just like saying something is overrated. You're taking away that person's experience with that thing, and that's it. It got under my skin. I'm not gonna lie. The idea that someone who has spent the last 40-50 years and has become an icon just because he has that status automatically means that he's overrated or whatever it might be. So I'm of two mindsets, and it's cognitive dissonance, because I do realize that he is a fantastic author and that he won awards and all that other things, but at the same time I'm critical of him in my own opinions of things that he does, and like I said, the near constant disagreement. And another thing you're going to see is missing from my content going forward is asking your opinion and let's have a discussion, because that shit did not work. That didn't work whatsoever. It turned into people thinking that I have to listen to them. And that drove me crazy also, because it's like, I don't care if you don't like Stephen King. Honestly, don't care if you do like him. That's your own prerogative. That's your own thing. It's when people say things and they infer that only they are right. That's peak solipsism. That's literally the definition of solipsism, thinking that only your opinion matters. Which brings me to my next topic, which is negativity. We're not going to have any more negativity here, no matter what it is. I'm only going to be reviewing books that I like, movies that I like, games that I like. I have never told anyone to not consume a certain type of media because I said so. I've always said forever that you should, do the thing on your own and form your own opinion. At the same time, I realize my opinion doesn't matter. No one else's opinion really matters. The only person that matters to is that individual. And unfortunately, the way the world is going, more and more and more people are coming to the conclusion that their opinion, their feelings are facts. And I don't care. And I think that's where I'm coming to with all of this, is that I have learned that I have finally realized that it does not matter what other people think about anything that you do. If you are enjoying your time with that media, if you are enjoying your life, it does not matter. And to some extent, I've always known this, because I'm pro BIPOC, pro LGBTQIA, or Le Québécois, as TikTok is saying now. If whatever you're doing on your own time, do it. If as long as you're not hurting someone, do it. I mean, I guess the thing that I'm struggling with the most is knowing that so many people are stuck in their own heads as if they're the only person that exists. And I had to get away from that. I had to get away from social media and all that stuff to and argue with myself. Does someone else's opinion matter to me? And I finally came to the conclusion that it really doesn't, because if you dislike what I like, that doesn't affect what I like whatsoever. Anyways, I went off on a diatribe. Let's see here. What else is going on? Let's see. I remember those days, literally a new King book would come out and people would want your review on yeah, sometimes even before. And I tried to get Scribner to send me copies, but because I'm honest about Stephen King books, they wouldn't send me the copies. In fact, there was one person who will not be named, who sent me an email saying, we don't appreciate your review on a certain book. Could you take it down? I'm not outing that person. Like I said, no more negativity, but I was literally told that I needed to be considered for advanced review copies, that I would need to take down the negative reviews that I had of some of his other more recent books. What if we phrase the question as a negative, so in order to not have to do that's the best way to do it, man. There is no better way, Manly, to get me to not do something than to ask for it constantly. Yay, game streams. Is your email still I almost said the name. Tony, don't say the name. I'm removing your content. I'm removing the comment. But yeah, don't use the name. That email is not going to be used in the future. No. We will meet anyone who is nasty. End of discussion. Yeah. I'll watch whatever you want to post. Just enjoy hanging out and hearing you talk about it. Thank you, Zeely. That's what I want. I just want to hang out with you guys. That's it. Because this is literally my only social interaction is this channel. I don't have social media at all anymore. I do have one or two hidden things, and that's just so I can keep in contact with friends who either refuse to do email or refuse to leave certain platforms. So I do have a lurking account, and that's just to make sure. Well, okay, let me tell you a little story behind that. I had a friend who passed away 4 years ago now. 4 years ago. I had no idea that person died. None whatsoever. All because I left Facebook. I left Facebook in 2015. They passed away, and I had no idea because that was the only social media that they had. So I am lurking on social media in various different forms just to make sure that I know when something bad happens to my friends. I'm excited for video game content. I just downloaded this game called Valheim. Super fun. Awesome. Awesome. We will be doing the first game stream. I will confirm that the very first game stream will be Resident Evil 4. You guys are going to be with me for the blind playthrough. I don't think I don't think I'll have chat on just because I want to do the blind playthrough. So if you guys want to watch me play it, you can. If you don't know, I'm a Resident Evil speedrunner, so I'm super excited for this game. I don't have any records in the community or anything. But I do have like sub 1 hour on some games, sub 2 hours on others. I don't play on PC, so I can't really do the glitches. But our first one will be the remake of Resident Evil 4. I will be streaming the entire game. I will not be communicating with chat for obvious reasons, spoilers, so on and so forth. But I will be live streaming the game. All right. Yeah, exactly. I understand some fans were really rude about King, like you owed them King content. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it because, people subscribe. I want to talk about memberships real quick. Memberships are only here. The only reason memberships are here is because there are people out there who want to support me. That's it. Over and done with. I'm not putting a paywall on anything, ever. I got a rude jackass over on Instagram, and he followed me around to multiple different sites complaining that I didn't post members only content because he signed up to be a member. I would have gladly given him his $5 back, but he was rude about it, so I'm gonna keep the money. But anyways, the memberships, if you want to help support me, you can click on the membership button. It'll help support me. That's great. That's fine. Whatever. I don't care. But that's the only reason they're there. You're not going to get exclusive content. In fact, the only exclusive thing I ever posted over on the membership channel was a review of Dunkin' Donuts' Ghost Pepper Donut. And that's because certain people asked for it, and they had paid me, because they were members, so I posted it only on there just for them. The Patreon is dying also. There will be no Patreon come later in the year. I've already talked to the folks over there. I've already posted over there letting them know. But that is literally the only thing with the old name left on it. I'm here for whatever you post. I didn't even watch your King content generally because I haven't read most of them. I understand that completely. Let's see here. I haven't read many King books myself either. Hey, it's whatever. Trolls are nuts, man. I had someone comment on my video the other day that I said I should burn all my books and opinions along with it. Yeah, some people are just trash. I mean, there's really nothing else to say, and I've just gotten to the point where it's so easy for me to ignore it. It's like, for instance, I post the Cousin Earl stuff. I literally had to change my bio on TikTok because people saw that I was a white cishet Southerner, because Earl has the accent. That I was getting all the people I don't want to be around. And that it didn't really surprise me because I understand it. Living in the South, you get white people come up to you all the time, say racist shit just because there's no BIPOC people around. They'll say something racist and expect you to agree with them. And I was getting the same thing over on TikTok. But there was a good part about this. I know who to block. I know who to ignore. I know who to delete. I know whose comments to remove. So literally they're helping me out and also boosting my engagement, because engagement is everything when it comes to this video content. YouTube, TikTok, all that stuff. If you are commenting and watching people's videos, those platforms don't give a shit about hate. They don't care. All they want is the engagement. They want to keep you on the channel. They want to keep you on the page. They want to keep you on the app. So the more you interact with someone, the more you're helping them. Literally making money off of bullies. It is the best thing in the world. It fills me with so much joy to know that I am making money off of that person. And then you get comments like, oh, well, I got ad block on. It doesn't matter, sweetie. It doesn't matter if you have ad blocker on, because all they care about are the views and the engagement. You want to know why it still helps? They are running ads on channels that are not monetized. So it doesn't matter if you have ad blocker on, no matter what, they're going to boost that creator's content to people who actually do watch the ads. They're going to boost that content to people who are going to super chat or donate or give bits or whatever. They're going to push that content. The more you interact, you are literally paying that person with your time. Doesn't make any sense to me, but I appreciate them now. I do. I love it. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the hate and all the nonsense on all the trolling, because they're literally boosting my engagement, boosting my CPM, that's clicks per minute, all that stuff, and they're helping me out while they are trying to spread hate and nonsense. If someone has to be nasty towards another person based on their personal opinions and preferences of a movie or book, that person needs to just find the true reason why they are so angry. Yes. 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 We all bring different experiences when we read. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Akash, how you doing? Holy hell, it has been a while, hasn't it? Yep. Looks like the email I have is for Tim. I'm still checking it every now and again, but don't expect an immediate response. I check it probably every 2 weeks. I try to do every week, but sometimes I literally just forget. Thank you, everybody, for the well saids. We don't appreciate folks like you around here, sexual harassment panda. What happened? Did I miss something? Anyways, what should we call you? It's E. It's still E. Still E. I'm not familiar with Discord. How do I get your content there? You literally just go over the link is down there in the description, Derek. You click on that, and I don't know. Should I keep doobly-doo? I don't know if I'm going to keep doobly-doo or not. I like doobly-doo. I know you guys, most of you like doobly-doo. But anyways, it's down there in the doobly-doo. And that could mean the description or the comments, but in this one, it's the description. Go down there, click on that, join the Discord, and there will be a page coming. It's not up yet, but there will be a page coming that has all of the unlisted videos, well, playlists, not the videos, just the playlist, because it would be way too much to post. But anyways, that's where you're going to find the Stephen King content. But here we're going to focus on big books, because that's really what I love to read, is big hulking tomes. So the series about that's going to be called Time for a Tome. And I think you guys are going to get a kick out of the stylization of the videos. I think you're going to like it. But yeah, anyways, I'm excited for you guys to see it. Hey, Wayne, I'm doing well. I'm doing better than ever since ever since the last Persona started. I am doing fantastic. I don't have any stress or, I have plenty of stress with obligations and contracts and things like that. But as far as just existing, I am very happy. I am, I have a lot of joy in my heart now. And I think that's because, I have left social media, and and that comes from a place of privilege that I understand completely. If the only way that you can have, the only way you can be sociable is online, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. For me, it was toxic. For me, I let too many things in that I should not have done. I should not have let in. And I fixed that, and I'm much, much happier nowadays. Hey, Pretzelhead. All is well. I hope you're doing well too. Let's see here. If I'm missing people, I'm sorry. Chat is rather busy, and I'm trying to just catch the most important stuff. I can hardly believe I'm sitting here looking at E. I told you I would be back. I'm a man of my word to some extent. Sometimes I don't follow through, but I don't follow through right away, but I eventually follow through. I don't like letting people down, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't just completely nuke the channel. Because there's a lot of people here that I love talking to, a lot of people here that don't want to go to the Discord, a lot of people that don't want to have any other connection with me. Like there's 32 people in here right now. There's not 32 people talking. There's a lot of people who just like to lurk, and I respect that. Although I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear why you lurk. Do you just like listening to me talk? It seems odd, but I would love to hear from you. Hey, Kaiju, how you doing? A few minutes behind the live chat. I started to watch the video from the beginning. I've missed hearing E talk. Aw, thank you. Come on. Every time I scroll, always loved your reviews, especially when I disagreed, because it gave me a different perspective, and that's why I watched it in the first place. And I love people like that, Rafaela. I love people like that. People who can listen to another person's opinion, and I'm talking about a respectful, a respectful utterance of an opinion. I'm not talking about someone who comes in and goes, I'm not someone who likes someone who's like, this sucks, or this is overrated, or, that's not an opinion, or let me use or there's too much cussing in your books because I'm a child, that kind of thing. Those are not opinions that I'm going to listen to. Those are not opinions that I'm going to, what am I supposed to do about an opinion like that? If you say it sucks, okay, you think it sucks, I'm going to move along. If you say it's good, maybe we can talk about what we find good. But I have found the majority of people who express a negative opinion just want to be angry. And that's me too. That was me. And the reason why I was like that is because I let things get to me. I let even books, movies, video games, all that stuff get to me. And oddly enough, Dark Souls has helped me break out of that shell. I used to, die in video games, and I'd be like, you stupid an idiot, you did. I don't know why I'm censoring myself, because anyways, but stupid fucking shit. I would call myself a stupid fucking idiot, or you dumbass, or so on and so forth. And I realized that down talking myself wasn't helping me whatsoever, so I stopped doing it. And now when I die in video games, I'm just like, okay, that's good. That's good. You died. You're gonna learn. You're gonna get back on the horse, and you're gonna go on about your business. Hey, Cammy, how are you doing? Just here to see your face and catch up on what your future holds. A little late to the live, but I genuinely care where I can catch up with you and what you're planning on doing. Thank you, Cammy. I miss you, lady. I miss you. I still got that copy of Rage that you sent me. Not Rage, the Bachmann books. Thank you again. It's really nice. I'm about to get choked up. It's really nice to see you, because I understand. It's just nice to see you. That's as far as I'll go with that. Savory donuts are better than sweet ones. Let's war. Let's see here. I have to boogie, kid. All right. Have a good one, working man. I don't know if you. I don't know if you ever corrected me or not. I believe your name's Josh. I'm bad with J names. Just J names for some reason. I used to get comments all the time. People would come in and they'd be like, "Oh my God, you remember my name?" People who use handles that aren't their names. And it was I always had problems with J names and A names. So like I always get like Amber's confused with like Areola. Just kidding. Anyways, I would get A's and J's screwed up for some odd reason. I don't know, but there's a lot of J names and a lot of A names. So I feel that I'm okay there. Hey, Alec. Sorry. Hello, Alec. See, Alec, your name is literally on the screen. Alec. And I called you Alex. Let's see here. Get your fingies ready. Yes. Game nights are coming back. What kind of tomes are you reading? Okay, so the first review that you're going to get is right here, Ambergris from Jeff Vandermeer. And then John Irving's The Last Chairlift. Spoiler alert, I fucking loved both of them. They were fantastic, amazing, all that good stuff. I can feel your happiness. It makes me happy too. Good to see your face. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. I know I've been quiet, but I cannot express this enough. I've been so busy, and I'm not really paying attention to the phone that has like text messages and stuff from like friends and family, because I have to focus on what I'm doing. I had some big shit coming up in my life, and I got to make sure my family is, financially secure, so I cannot screw this up. I'm semi-lurking because I'm drawing this. Definitely. Go draw. There's plenty of chat here. Trust me. There's plenty of chat for me to get through. The only reason I hate big books is because it messes up my Goodreads reading challenge. Okay, Akash. I need to talk to Akash for a minute. Akash, sit down. Let's talk for a second. Goodreads reading challenge is only good if it motivates you to read what you want to read. If it is keeping you from reading something based solely on whether or not you can finish it, it is a detriment to your reading. It is a detriment to your education. It's just an all-around detrimental thing. The Goodreads Reading Challenge is nothing but an arbitrary number that you set yourself. That's your own goals. There is something to say about meeting your reading goals. But if you are not enjoying the thing, reading is a hobby. If you're not enjoying your hobby, what the hell what the hell use is it? It's hobbies are things that you do to get away from the world, to relax, to decompress. Hobbies are not meant to be forced. If you don't like doing it, find something else to do and stop letting social media tell you what you should be doing. Do what you enjoy doing, Akash. Do what you enjoy doing. I could read a huge book that's the size of 3 to 4 regular books, but as Gimli said, that still only counts as one. That's fine. This isn't a competition. The Goodreads Reading Challenge, you're in competition with yourself. You're the one who set it. Set it for 2, read 3, and have a fucking celebration, right? You're giving yourself a constraint that should not exist. It's like people who absolutely force themselves to get to a certain word count. That's arbitrary numbers. They don't matter whatsoever. They don't. You're setting your goals. Set something small so that you can achieve small goals, big achievements. Small goals equal big achievements. Remember that. Shortly after one of these was posted, it has 280 views. What are you talking about? One of these. Isn't it people coming in watching the first part of the video just for the schedule and whatnot? If you're talking about how many views this has had, I can share my screen on Discord if anyone wants to look. Yeah, another thing is we can share our screens. We can chat. I've been doing voice chat with everybody. Like, we just hang out and chat sometimes. It's amazing. It's great. It's like going down to a coffee shop with your friends. See, I'm balding. Look at all this. Look at all this baldness. Look at all that. That's redonkulous. That's what that is. Good to see you too, Alec. Let's see here. I die a lot. Yeah, me too. I love you and thank you. I can tell you finally get why I left, and you, sir, are one of the good ones. Let's catch up. Sending big warm hugs. You still have my email. I check it like every once or 2 weeks. Probably every 2 weeks. Let me not give you any hopes or dreams. I'm kidding. It's about every 2 weeks at this point that I check the old email. So if you want to go over there and check and send me an email, definitely do. Definitely do. I understand, E. Proud of you. Do what you have to. Thank you, Terry. Hey, what's up, Lee? How you doing? I'm going to do a readathon from March, and I'm not enjoying it all, but I am getting through my TBR. You guys want to know why the first thing that made me disappear? If you remember last year, I had an entire row of books behind me that I was supposed to read 4 books a month. That was it. I felt obligated, and I just stopped reading. I stopped reading for 9 months. I read a couple things for what was it? What's it called? Halloween? 31 Days of Halloween. And I didn't even enjoy that. I enjoyed the books, but knowing that I had to create content solely because people expected it, it drove me absolutely batshit. So I started the writing streams because why not, you know? And then that became an obligation. So I stopped doing that, so on and so forth. It gets I'm not good with obligations unless it comes with a big paycheck. I'm sorry, that's terrible. But if I'm forcing myself to do something and it literally has no payoff, to me, once again, I am doing something that I used to just do on my own and enjoy. I'm forcing myself to do for other people, and that takes all the fun out of it. But I've said this. I'm reiterating everything I've already said. E is back, and it's a great thing. The world needs E, the real honest truth. I like honest content creators who are true to who they are. Thank you, Cammie. All right, let's see here. Reread a Sword of Shannara. I could never get into Terry Brooks. I think the only book of his that I finished was the Hook novelization. I stopped setting reading challenges on Goodreads. Good. That's good. I've been rereading my Murakami collection. Yeah, look at that. An entire shelf. Well, there's some Andrew Dubois the third over here. But all from here, all the way over is Murakami. I find if I put too much pressure on myself to do things, I just don't want to do it. Exactly. Yeah, but if I'm like, yeah, I want to draw today, I'll do it. Same with reading books. Also, if you were over on Discord, you probably saw that I've been sculpting. There's a lot of cool stuff over on Discord. There's a lot of very creative people over there. Haley, Nettles, Lee, all different kinds of people creating stuff just to show off amongst friends. It's a really cool thing. It's a cool community. Definitely click the Discord thing down there and come hang out. I only started the Goodreads challenge to compete. See, Akash, this is we about to go to therapy here in a second. Couldn't read much last year because of poor mental health and failed it so hard. Still feel guilty. That is something you imposed on yourself. Stop imposing things on yourself. Stop making yourself feel bad for not achieving goals that are completely arbitrary, that mean nothing. Aim low, succeed high. There's so many ways I can say this. But also, I mean, yeah, friendly competition is fun and all good and all that stuff. You know, I host game nights here. I know friendly competition is fun. Don't get me wrong. But if you're not enjoying it, where the hell's the fun? You're doing this for fun. Do it for fun. Basically, I love the year in books montages. And Goodreads is kind of nuts. The first year on Goodreads, I read 108 books, then 52. Yeah, that's what I noticed too, Alec. So if you don't know, my Goodreads is gone completely. I don't even have a Goodreads anymore because why? It's turned into basically Twitter about books. And while that might sound cool, all I'm seeing are what other people, all I saw on Goodreads for the past 2 years were my friends liking other people's stuff. I didn't actually see my friends' content. I saw them. It was just an entire thread of that friend liking other people's content. I don't want to see what I don't want to see that. I want to see what you like. I want to read your reviews, and I couldn't find them. I literally had to go to my friends' pages to be like, okay, did they like the book or not? So on and so forth, whatever. Oh, bye, J Rod. Bye. I'm sorry. Sorry, I missed you. Can I pin this? Yeah, pin message. All right. There you go. Lee posted the link. I'm hoping it works. I don't know. Let's see here. Anyways, you're kind of right though. Setting low Goodreads standards and achieving them motivates me to read more. There you go. But here's the thing. Akash, let me ask you a question, and this is an honest question. What does it matter if you take a month reading a long book, or if you take a month reading 30 short books? What's the issue with that? And I know we all of us readers, all of us, bookworms, get stuck on this idea that we want to read as much as possible. But you're still reading as much as possible when you're reading a long book. That it takes longer. Now, if you like shorter books, that's different. If you like shorter books, read shorter books. If you like longer books, read longer books. If you like them in the middle, you get what I'm saying. My thing is, you're never, ever, never going to be able to read your entire TBR. If you're a book nut like me, you're never going to be able to read all those books. So why not just read what you enjoy and focus on the things that you enjoy instead of chasing the dragon? Because that's what we're doing, if we're honest. We're just a bunch of junkies. And, the big book is not an instant payoff. So you read shorter books and you get instant dopamine kind of thing. But I want to stress this again. Do whatever you like to do. If reading a bunch of short books is your thing, definitely do that. But if the only reason you're not reading long books is because you want to be number one on the Goodreads charts, there's always going to be someone better. Also, it's always going to be someone better. Yay, Tim. Welcome to the Discord. I sometimes am conflicted if I should count comic books on Goodreads. Yes, it's all reading. Stop it. Stop it. Count your audiobooks. Count your comic books. Count your manga. Count your regular books. Count the back of your fucking cereal box for all I care. It's all reading. Read it. Fuck off. By the way, I read Rosemary's Baby by Ira Levine. Levine? I thought it was... No, Adam Levine. Ira Levin. Objectively, the most intense, terrifying, and traumatic fiction-based experience of my whole life. It was like an open-eye nightmare. Cool. I hear you loud and clear, E. Yeah. And again, all I'm trying to do is make people understand that if you're doing something that you don't enjoy and you do not have a financial obligation to that thing, you're not paying the bills with that thing, and you don't like it, stop fucking doing it. Period. Stop it. Unless you're a glutton for punishment, and then rock the fuck on. Do your kink. That's fine. But if you're not enjoying it, why are you doing it? Simple as that. I'm not talking about going to work. That's not what I'm talking about. Everybody's got bills to pay. We would all love to get out of this capitalistic nightmare. We would all love to get out of it and just live our best, flower child narrative out in the fucking wilderness. We would all love to do that. But it's not realistic right now. I would love to have a place out. I do have a place out in the country that is completely isolated. And I do have those things. But I got lucky. That's a privilege. At the same time, it's another thing of cognitive dissonance. You got people working to live and people living to work. It's the same thing with overeaters and undereaters. You have people who live to eat. Me, my chunky ass. Even though I'm dropping weight exponentially. And then you have people who live to eat because they love the taste of food. And then you have people who can just eat a boiled chicken breast with absolute no seasoning for the protein. I can't do that. I can't choke that shit down. I'm sorry. People who only drink water. People who live healthy lifestyles because they derive no real joy from eating. Me, I get all the joy from eating. I love eating just like I enjoy movies, books, video games, all that stuff. But I've learned, especially here later in life, that if you're doing something that you don't enjoy and you don't have an obligation to do that thing, if it is a self-imposed obligation, there's no reason to do it. Live your best life. Have fun. Do what you want to do. As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not out here, well, I'm not going to go down the list because I probably will get shut down, but as long as you're not hurting anybody, just go do your thing on your own or with people who enjoy the same thing. Have fun. Have fun. Anyways. Let's see here. Speaking of book link, I've noticed more novellas being I have a reasoning for that, Goddess. Since I don't look at page count, I've been surprised getting short works when I think I'm buying a novel. Let me read you something. I recently got a rejection letter. It was a very upsetting rejection letter, but I'm going to read you one part of it. I'm not going to name the person who sent me the rejection letter, but I am going to read it to you verbatim. I'm going to... Let's see here. Hang on. All right. Unfortunately, the market for long, epic, saga-style fiction has become increasingly difficult, and we will not be offering representation at this time. Literally, the only reason they didn't take the book is because it was 200,000 words, because it was 650 pages. That's the only reason they didn't take the book. Do I sit around and blame TLDR crowd? Do I sit around and blame TikTok, YouTube, Shorts, Instagram, Reels, Facebook? Do I blame all that stuff? No. It's where the culture is progressing. It's where the culture is leading. into more and more short form content, short form content. And that's not because people's attention spans are smaller or shorter. The reason for it is because there's so much goddamn information. No, it's very few people want to read longer books. You got Akash doesn't want to read it because of, a Goodreads challenge. You got multiple people who don't want to read it because they don't want to time sink. Multiple people, not just the majority of people saying, no, I don't want to spend all the time that I have left, because everyone has this existential crisis going on right now. We feel like we're running out of time, and we damn well may be. But people are still reading long books. People are going back and reading, Stephen King and Anne Rice and Peter Straub and the later Robert McCammon and stuff. People are going back and hunting out these big books because very few people are publishing them. There's two things I've learned doing what I'm doing now on this big project. The first thing is publishers only want trending topics. That's the only thing they want. As long as it's already popular and that you have a built-in fan base for that thing, you're fine. Okay. The second thing I've learned is that the only way you're going to publish a long book nowadays is if you already have a fan base. If you're Stephen King, if you're John Irving, if you're these people who have proven themselves, that's the only way you're going to get into it. Going back to it, and I'm still looking for someone to prove me wrong here. I believe that this is nothing new. If you go back and check Stephen King, Anne Rice, any of the people that I mentioned, how long was their first book? It's probably under 300 pages, definitely under 400 pages. And why is that? Because the publisher does not want to throw a bunch of money at something that is not going to do well. The only way they do that is if it's a niche market and people are actively hunting books about that subject. So take those two things with you. Hey, a second. John. I know I missed a comment from John. I'm trying to find it. I recommend comic books for an autistic friend as she finds books too overwhelming. Oh, that's good, John. You're a good friend. I love that. Let's see. Speaking of book length, I already read that. Anyways, that's why, Goddess. That's exactly why. Yeah. Okay, Akash. Once again, I got another point. Okay, so I'm going to read Akash's comment. I'm going to comment on that. I generally feel guilty about not reading enough because of YouTube. Like, there was this one guy who said he could read 200 pages in a single sitting, and I can't stop thinking about equaling him. Stop valuing yourself based on the metric of someone else's abilities. Stop it. You are not that person. As much as you would like to be, you're not that person. That whole saying, you do you, boo. That's exactly what that means. You do you. You find what you can do, how you can do it, and you do it to the best of your ability. This is such a great live. Thank you, Kaiju. Jude. Hey, Jude. Hello. I'm sorry if I missed you before that. I just got on Discord. I have no idea how to use it right. Neither did I. People have been helping me out. I still don't know my way around. If I'm not too active on it, you're fine, Jacob. I mean, okay. How active have you been here? You haven't been active at all because I haven't been here, right? So there's no reason to feel bad if you're inactive. We all have our lives. I'm happy to have you back, E, whether here or there. I mean, it was one of my all-time faves, but it took me like 6 months. But it's your fave. It's one of your favorites. What's the issue here? I'm not seeing a problem, Akash. We get so bogged down in expectation. And that's another reason why the channel kind of died. Because expectations. Expectations mean that's another thing that's arbitrary. If you're not getting, again, unless you have a financial obligation to do something, unless you are doing something to make sure you are safe and secure and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. All that stuff is arbitrary. None of that stuff means anything. You set your goals, You do what you want to do. Everyone needs a hobby. Everyone needs something to do that is not work, that is not existential dread. Everyone needs something to forget about the state of the world, or the state of their own lives. And if your thing is making you feel anxious and making you feel like you're not good enough, you need a new thing. Period. I'm considering, haven't you already published on Kindle, Alec? I'm sure you had some stuff that you posted on Twitter or something. Comparison is never a game you win. Exactly. You're never going to be anybody else. And if you do become someone else, people are going to call you an imposter. They're going to call you a fake. They're going to call you all different kinds of things. So if you're doing it for other people, stop. I never spend 1 second on how long a book is. Don't care if it's 20 pages or 1,500 pages. Exactly. Yeah. Only care if it's something I think I will enjoy. Right. Yeah. That's exactly. Akash, you bring you to this world. Yes. There is only one you. Be the youest you. Be the youest you there is. You are perfect just as you are. Yes, exactly. Let's see here. Life is not a competition. Yes. Hey, what's up, King? How you doing? Let's see here. If anyone's curious, I just had a story accepted. Yeah. Good job, Jacob. You took them all down. Why, Alec? Why? Bet you can't give me one good reason. Bet you can't. I bet you can't give me one good reason why you took all those things down. Hey, Mudge, how you doing? I missed you. Good to see you, E. I'm just home from rehab. Oh, no. You are a resilient motherfucker, though. I'll give you that. I love you so much. Like, they just keep trying to take you out, and you just keep bouncing back like, fuck you, assholes. I'm still here. It's been a fast recovery, but it was a lot of work. I bet, man. I love you. Love you to death. As a booktuber, I'm constantly juggling how I read in order to balance enjoyment of reading and having content for videos. It's not a great place sometimes, but I do enjoy having a channel. So, exactly. I've always loved your content. Even before we started being friends and talking and all that stuff, Goddess, I absolutely adored your content. Anyone who is out there being whoever the fuck they want to be and just living their best lives, that's just, you're a fucking inspiration. If I'm completely honest, you're an inspiration. And you're one of the reasons why I kept doing what I did for as long as I did. I don't want this to sound bad, but I was miserable for a long time. But I would look at creators like you and Todd the Librarian and certain other creators I would look at, and I would be like, if they can do it, I can do it. Period. Over and done with. I guess I should just publish my novel. Well, you should edit it and clean it up and make sure it's as good as possible. But yeah, who the fuck's stopping you, really? 260 pages? Nowadays, that's about the average length of a novel. Counting down the days till my surgery, reading helps a lot, and puppy cuddles. I knew that was coming up. You're amazing, and I adore you and your content. You are one of the good ones, too. You're unique, and that's so valuable. Oh. Though for book length, Jonathan Livingston Seagull, you can read it in lunch break and has sold millions of copies. Not my cup of tea, but who am I to judge? Yeah, also, John, Of Mice and Men is 90 pages long. I think at the most, in its longest form, I believe, don't quote me, 112 pages. They sell that as a novel. In every standard known to the publishing world, that is a novella. Some people even consider it a novelette. But they put a novel on there because when we consume this content, it's how we feel after we've read it that denotes the labels that we give it. If that makes sense, I hope I made sense. And that's literally an honest question, if that makes sense. So you guys let me know if I made sense there. But it all depends on when you get done reading something. If you felt like you had a full experience and you don't need anything else from that, we tend to feel like that is a novel, like that is an entire story. Of Mice and Men is just as good as Stephen King's It, to me anyways. One is 100 pages long. The other one is almost 1,100 pages long. But I get like the same feeling out of both of them. I can consume one faster, of course. Actually, that's a lie. Because I've spent months reading Of Mice and Men because I have broken down every single line and the importance of every single line in my own head. Like, why is this so good? That's why I read it 18 times. That's why I read The Goldfinch 9 times. Because I sit there and I study these things. I'm like, why do I like this so much? And I'm not questioning whether or not I should like it. I'm asking myself, what makes this so damn good? And then I can take that information and I can replicate it. It's the same thing with reading a bad book. If I read something I don't like, I'm like, ooh, I don't like that thing. Let me never do that thing. It's kind of like my father. My father was a perfect example for how not to be a father. You know, sometimes, and even Stephen King said this at one point in time, read the good books to find out what you should do, read the bad books to find out what you shouldn't do. So yeah, everyone should read whatever and take something away from that thing. Even if it's like a seething hatred, take that thing and do better. If you find something good, take that thing and figure out why you like it and how you can recreate it in your own way, in your own words, that kind of thing. That's why there's 100 million fucking vampire novels out there. Yeah, Of Mice and Men is an amazing book. Yeah. Yeah, Of Mice and Men seems like it's 500 pages. You know, I don't like it. Well, that's the other thing. Some people feel that it's longer than it is because they adore it and they love it and they never want it, you know, or they feel it's too short and they never want it to end, so on and so forth. Then there's some people who hate reading it because, I don't know, whatever your reason is. I'm biased here because I can't think of a single reason why anyone would not like the book. But anyways, we're not here for negativity, so I'm not asking you why you don't like the book. If I did, I didn't mean to. I'm not asking you why I don't like it. That's fine that you don't like it. Who knew a book about men with a mouse infestation was so good? Hey, Zoop, how you doing? Oh, I need to give Tim moderator. Anybody else? I give. Give Terry some moderation. Who else we got in here? Yeah, King's getting some moderation. Anyways, that's 3 for the day. I do 3 a day, and that's it. You're welcome, Tim. Thank you for being here for so long. Yeah, man, both my real dad and stepdad could have written a WikiHow series on how to be the worst possible person. Yeah. Not bowing to peer pressure. Yeah, Of Mice and Men is it's funny because when I first read Blaze, I hadn't read Steinbeck's book. And when I went back to Blaze, after having read Of Mice and Men multiple times, when I went back to that, to Blaze, I absolutely loved it. Like, it's one of my favorite Bachmann books now. You're welcome, Terry. I should have done it ages ago. I sometimes it completely, I mean, now it's pretty obvious because going down the list, I see gray names instead of blue names. So it's obvious why. It's obvious to me now who's a moderator and who's not. Whereas before it was kind of like, there's a couple blue wrenches in here. What would you say the major difference between Bachmann books and King books are? Never read Bachmann. Bachmann books have no hope whatsoever. There's absolutely no hope. Stephen King's books have hope. And that's literally the only difference. That's why I say Pet Sematary should have been a Bachmann book. Misery literally was supposed to be a Bachmann book, but he got outed, so he released it under King. All right, Lee. Deuces. Have fun. I'll probably wrap up here shortly. Okay. All right. Got a question for you. For everybody that's still here. That's still quite a bit of people here. Hi, by the way, for those of you lurking. Love you. I'm glad to be back. Do you want me to take a break and come back and hang out for another hour? Or do you just want me to sign off? Because you know me, every hour I have to get up and move around. Lazy. When I got here, a huge sign said, "You are a moderator." I was like, so is everyone else here. Yeah, Revival should have been a Bachmann book too, Jacob. Yeah, in fact, I think I have a top 5 King books that should have been, I'm pretty sure, that should have been Bachmann books. King books that should have been Bachmann books. Yeah, and Revival's on that list. More. Do you think Revival could have been? Yeah, you were literally typing that out. Yeah, Revival was good, but it felt like a short story surrounded by a ton of filler. I don't want to argue with whether or not you like it, but I would like to point out one thing, Alec. The reason it feels that way is because King was shooting for the fleeting nature of life. It was supposed to give you this man's entire lifespan in 400 pages to show you how quickly time goes by, how much we forget, how much stuff in our life is not important, how our defining how certain moments define us and become memories, whether they be good, bad, or indifferent. Well, not indifferent, good or bad, traumatic or joyous, whether it be one of those two things. He was trying to show you all of the major defining moments in this man's life and literally nothing else. Yeah, Revival's a character story. Do you get the feeling King has a trunk full of books? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm positive. In fact, I know for sure he does. I don't think a lot of them will be released, but there's a whole, like the house on Maple Street. So there's one about a famous kidnapping that he never finished. That's in like the University of Maine in Orono, I think it is. It's a book he got 200,000 words into and never finished. I'm pretty sure he has an entire file. Not pretty sure. I know he's got a bunch of stuff he hasn't published. Nowadays, though, he publishes just about everything he writes. Let's break for lunch. Cool. All right. So I am seeing. No, I think Billy Summers is new. I honestly think it is because he wanted to write a Jack Reacher story. And so I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my break. Everyone in here, let everyone know that comes in. Why are we just staring at a chair? Is that what Church of the Chair is? No, just let them know I'm on break, and I will be back very, very shortly. I'm muting myself, so y'all tell me when I get back if I'm taught. Well, you're gonna tell me anyways, but yeah, I'm muted. Okay, I am back. I am unmuted. Are the Bieber t-shirts going to be available? Yes, I'm working on all that. Basically, when the channel gets up and running again and I start posting content, I will roll out merchandise. Haley here in chat has made numerous amazing things, and they will all be available. There'll be a Halloween, a limited supply drop of Halloween stuff, all different kinds of stuff coming. Thank you for all the welcome backs. I appreciate you. Would it be impossible to design a poster of all the Biebers? That would be cool. What if we did like a everyone submit on the Discord their pictures, and then I can put them all into like a collage? How about that? Yeah, Haley. I'm sorry. I got to delete your comment, but yes, we need to do that. If you guys want to reference the old name, you can put EL, just EL. Yeah, Haley's fantastic. Haley is just ridiculously talented, and she works quickly, professionally, all that stuff. I love it. You're all right, Haley. It is okay. I'm not going to be able to catch all of them, but any ones that I do catch, I'll be able to get rid of. I enjoyed Institute. Thought it was a throwback to his early works. Me too, Goddess. Me too. I mean, it's like I was saying earlier. I don't know if you caught it or not. It's just if I did it to myself. I asked people for their own opinions, not realizing how ugly certain people could be. And it's just the hate for no reason is what gets me, because it gives me this feeling that we're fucking doomed as a society. Like humanity is doomed. Like, if we can't get over simple stuff like entertainment, like our opinions can be different as long as they're not hurting someone, as long as marginalized people aren't being affected by it, so on and so forth. You can believe whatever the hell you want to. You can do whatever the hell you want to, as long as you're not harming someone. It's the people who want to impose their own beliefs and say this is the only way that you can do things, this is the only way that you can live, that I take umbrage with. I take issue with that. Is umbrage even the right word? This is the author in me. Yeah, offense or annoyance. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, not enough basic kindness. And another thing I would like to do, and some people might balk at this, but I don't really care. We are especially here in America, we are definitely in an economic crisis. Eggs, like, no joke, like $8 for a fucking dozen eggs. I want to do a community fund that is run by someone other than me, so that I don't have control over that money, so that we can help each other out. We can do a community fund, like everyone donates whatever they can every single month. And I don't know how we would do this, because I don't want any favoritism involved, but something to where people can, band together. Our community can band together to help the people that need the help. And I'm not talking about doing this for recognition or any of that nonsense. I don't want to control this. I don't want to be a charity. What I want to do is build something to where people can come together and either do GoFundMes or whatever to try to help people out. And that money would go directly to the individual without them having to wait on it. So it would be like a collective, not really a collective PayPal, but if you have PayPal or Cash App or whatever, you could send that person money directly. And I would like to do something like that eventually also, because people don't care enough anymore. Basic empathy has been kind of erased. I personally do not give a shit what someone believes. Yes, I'm not religious. I'm an atheist. I find it, in my own personal opinion, to be rather goofy and silly, but that's me. And if you take offense to that, I am actually going to apologize. I'm sorry if I offend you, but that's how I feel. That doesn't mean I'm going to tell you not to do it. I don't care what you believe or what you do. Where I do care is when someone comes into my space and tells me that I have to do something based on their beliefs. That's what I take umbrage with. I used it right. I'm very proud of myself. Every now and again, I get a word right. Y'all should be proud of me too. Be proud. Because I am. Yeah, Dolores Umbridge, yeah. From the author that shall not be named. People who have the same taste as you are your competition. They will get the concert ticket you wanted. This is true. That's a funny way. Yeah, so proud, very proud. That's a funny way to look at it, though. I think there would be a lot nicer people out there if kids had parents like you and Shell. I don't know. Here's the thing. So many people claim ownership of their children. But I look at it, and it's like the same thing where some people, like authors, will consider their projects their babies. Eventually, your baby is going to go out there into the world, and you have no control over that. You're not going to be here forever. Hopefully, your children outlive you, and you're not always going to be there for them. But I think that starts very, very young. You know, you want to make sure that they have the tools to do for themselves without you imposing your own beliefs on. And that's why I take umbrage. It's the word of the day. Everybody, word of the day is umbrage. That's why that's why it annoys me to see people indoctrinating children, you know, church, politics, all that stuff. Let them believe whatever. I'm pretty sure my youngest believes in God, and that's completely fine with me. I don't care what he does. I've even told him this. As long as that's your belief, you can have that belief. You can believe in whatever. You can believe in fucking fairies for all I care. You can believe the earth is flat for all I care. I don't care. It does concern me. It would concern me, you know, if that were the case. But at the same time, they are going to have to find their own way. And all you can do is give them tools. You don't build for them. You just give them the tools so they can build for themselves. Your son is 2.5. Oh, that's that age. That's it. Yeah, kids aren't robots and they're not property. Period. So your grandkids will call it the umbrage years. Yeah, where everybody's just annoyed and pissed off about everything. It does concern me. Yeah, it does concern me. I mean, if I guess, but my concern, okay, going back to what I was saying about opinions and stuff like that, it doesn't matter what I feel about what my kids do. It, as long as they're not hurting anybody, right? Once again, I keep reiterating that. I feel that way. As long as they're not hurting anyone, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Even if, God forbid, even if that thing hurts them, I am going to always be there for them no matter what. I think the only thing that could make me turn on my children would be some kind of heinous crime. And I won't go into that. But my love is conditional. I don't think there's any such thing as unconditional love. My love is conditional only to the extent that I am not going to help someone who has completely ruined someone else's life. And you guys get what I'm saying when I say heinous stuff. I am not going to support that. But literally anything else, I will support. As long, I mean, I just don't see, and the people who, I don't want to get political here, but the people who are upset about gender affirming care seem to be more focused on, I honestly, I don't understand it, so I'm not going to talk on it. But what the hell does it matter? The people who are worried about the sex or gender of their children, why are you hung up on that one thing? Why are you hung up on that? Like, your kids aren't hung up on the nookie you and your person are doing. So why are you hung up on that? And I've had it explained to me that society is going to look at them differently. Who gives a fuck? You cannot always be there to protect them. But I remember something that someone told me that absolutely just utterly pissed me off. it was a family member that told me, I just worry about your kids. Because if you don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows, but if you don't know, my wife's black. I'm from the mountains of Caucasus. And my kids, of course, are mixed. And there was so much discussion in my family, and only one person had the audacity to actually, bring this up. Is like, aren't you worried about how your kids are gonna be treated? It's like, that is the problem. That you see that they're going to be treated differently and that people will treat them differently is the problem. It's their problem and your problem. It's not their problem. It's the other person's problem. And I think if more people, worked on themselves and concerned themselves with their own business, I think the world would be a much better place. And it's funny because we live in America, land of the free, home of the brave, all that shit, right? But at the same time, there are numerous politicians who want to invade people's lives and people's privacy, and so far as to take children away from parents, so on and so forth. And I don't understand it. I really, really don't. Because if I were to come into their house and tell them that they could not raise their children the way they're raising, when it's not affecting me whatsoever, I'd probably get shot. And deservedly so. Well, maybe not deservedly. That's a little bit of an extremist standpoint, but keep your nose out of other people's business. It really is that simple. Yeah, land of the free, home of the brave. Yeah, land of the brave, home of the free. If you're a white male, yes, I'd agree with that. The irony of these politicians who invade everyone's lives yell the most about freedom. Yeah, but none of us are free. None of us are free. No matter where you live, none of us are free. And what do I mean by that? I'm not free to go out and buy heroin. That's probably a good thing. But still, I'm not free to do that. I'm not free to go out and do heinous crimes. And I'm using heinous crimes. I hope you guys realize what I'm talking about. I'm talking about certain types of assault, certain, deviant behavior, that kind of thing. I think we're all on the same page, but I want to make that, we are not free to do those things. There are consequences for your actions. And right now, it's getting to the point where people think that freedom of speech, well, no, actually, it's been this way for a while, is freedom from consequences. All freedom of speech means is that the government cannot come in and tell you what to say and do, or what to say. That doesn't protect you from the consequences of you saying horrible shit. Sorry. Yeah. Basically, it's saying, what if people... Hang on. But what if people are assholes? Well, they be assholes. There will always be shit. There will be. There will be. The older I get, the more I want to be left alone, and the more I want to leave people alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. That's it. That's all. Really. Okay. I want to go back to talking about the channel. So the channel. What content do you guys want on the Discord? Because if you're here, you're obviously a fan of the channel. You've been here for an hour and a half. You've sat through my break. What content do you want over on the Discord that was already up? No, not at all, Tim. No. It's not horror. What I'm doing is gender, oh my God. I was talking about gender and all that stuff, but is genre neutral. It will have aspects of literally everything. I am not writing in one genre. I am pulling a Stephen King only in the idea that I will be the person writing something like It, and I will also be someone writing The Shawshank Redemption. Hopefully I'd never write an Elevation, but in that essence, yes, there will be spooky stuff. There will be sci-fi, there will be fantasy, there will be all different kinds of stuff, but every single one of those stories will be every single genre, because I'm writing in literary fiction, and that encompasses everything. It's just it's the way you write it more than it's about the themes and the characters more than it is about plot and happenings and things like that. It's all about the characters, because that's what I think I do well, is I write characters well. So I am focusing 100% on the characters, and I don't care about trends or scaring you or any of that thing or any of that stuff. I am looking to entertain people. That's it. Yeah, well, Kaiju, well, I'll be doing book reviews here. If you missed it at the beginning, I think you went back and looked at it, but there'll be time for a tome. I'm only going to be reading really big books because that's where I get the most joy and pleasure. I'm currently reading The Tale of Genji, which is labeled by many as the first book ever written, and I think it's awesome because the first novel ever written, because it's by a female author, Chinese. And it's very interesting to read this book and see where all these other stories came from, because it was one of the first of its kind. And of course, this is like the first marketable novel, I guess, because people were telling stories well before this, but it's like the first novel. I'm learning as I read it, more about what that book meant. So I'm reading that one, and it's 1,200 pages long. If you go and look and you find copies for that are 300 and 400 pages long, those are the horribly abridged editions. So I'm reading the full thing, the full manuscript. It is translated. I don't speak Chinese, but it's the best I can do because I have problems with Asian dialects. I've never been able to learn them like I've been able to learn French and Spanish and Swedish and all that stuff. I'm not fluent in any of them anymore. But I could never wrap my brain around like the inflection. What is it? Umbasa? I think I can't. I'm probably getting that all wrong. But it's a thing in Asian cultures where it's the same word, but it's all about the inflection. And if I'm getting that wrong, y'all can let me know. But it's all about the inflection. So I'm reading that one. I'm also reading this one right here, Our Share of Night by Mariana Enriquez. And I'm reading Owen King's new one, which is The Curator, and I'm fucking loving it. I can't believe it's the same person who wrote Sleeping Beauties, or half of Sleeping Beauties. Yeah, Royal Tyler. It's Royal Tyler, Mudge. I think we need a federal fund to pay healthcare, including Yeah, Mudge, but that would require heavily taxing the super rich. Yes, and we should be doing that. I'd like to see the book recommendation reviews on the Discord. They're my main source of book discovery. And did you listen to King's Finn? Yes, I did, and there will be a review eventually. I'm trying to wait until he releases a new collection, because he has Willie the Weirdo, Finn. There's so much stuff that he has floating around that's unpublished in one thing. I try to wait for things like that. I try to wait until they're all collected in one space before I review them. Yeah, I know you. Trust me, I know you guys want Thursday Theorist. I know that. But is there anything else? In Mandarin, she has 100 meanings depending on inflection. That's what I'm talking about, John. The poem "Lying Eating Poet in a Stone Den" is interesting because of this. Now I got to look that up. Damn it. Now I got to look that up. Oh, by the way, thank you to all you awesome mofos out there that just flooded the Discord. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thanks for coming in. It made me feel good to see so many of you already jumping over there. I promise I will get the lists up very soon. My oldest, they're helping me with organizing it. Also, Lee Pickett, if you're here, I need a couple new tabs. If you could do that. You want cooking videos too? Yeah, I'm thinking about that, but I'm talking mainly about the videos that I've already done that need to be linked over on Discord. That's what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, I do want to do the Eatery. Yes, it'll be the Eater-E. And I do want to do cooking videos. In fact, this is why This is why I have the new background, so that I can conserve space, so that I can have a streaming area and I can have a cooking area, because I even bought an induction, a whole new set of pots and pans and everything, all that stuff for new videos. So I have all this stuff. It's coming eventually. Yeah, I think Nettles over on Discord, she's the person I've known the longest on the internet. I think she came up with the name. I can't remember. That Tyler translation is super. It is. Well, I don't know. I've never read the original, but it's amazing. There's such a debate about that beginning that being the first novel, The Golden Ass by Apuleius might be the one though. Hey, whatever it is, I am really excited to go back and learn more about what I'm doing with my life. You know, I'm a storyteller, so I want to go back as far as possible and grab as much information as possible. Please add From the Desk back to. Yeah, I will. Okay, Tim. So From the Desk, I'm making a list. From the Desk, of course, we all know you guys want Thursday Theorist and the any Stephen King content. I get you. I hear you. It's coming back. It'll be on the Discord. Is Lee still here? Yeah, a lion eating a poet sounds interesting. I just imagine when I first, hang on, let me type this. When Mudge, I think it was Mudge. Who said? Oh no, it was John Smith. Sorry, but as soon as I was like, I want to eat that, but I'm a very visual person. That's why I find it so hilarious, like vagina tentacles and all that stuff. All that stuff I used to do. I'm a very, very visual person, and it is so when I automatically saw someone with a pen and notebook writing, like sitting on a rock in the Serengeti or whatever, then they're just writing, and all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but there's a lion stalking up behind them. Yeah. All right. Okay. Got that. From the Desk, come back. One-handed typing is exhausting. There's no more spoons in my drawer, so I'm out. But I'm delighted you're home on the two. Thank you, Mudge. Love you. Take care of yourself, please. Please take care of yourself. That's as far as I'll go with that. Let's see here. Yeah, I know I'm live on YouTube. Why are you notifying me? Am I subscribed to myself? Was I that vain that I subscribed to myself? Oh. Man, it makes me happy to see all the new folks. Not all new folks, but the people coming in and whatnot. Makes me very happy. And I hope to get everything added. I love your book reviews in general. I put those back on if you're up for it. I think I have them all in a playlist. If not, I will go back. So I'll post the book reviews. Let me add that. Hang on. Okay, so book reviews, From the Desk, and Thursday Theorist. Let's see here. Listening to Lion Eating Poet being read out loud is a trip. I'll definitely go check that out. Like when YouTube used to recommend my own videos to me. That's how I knew I'd made it, though. When they started recommending, because I don't even know that I'm subscribed to myself. I don't think I am, but that's how I knew I made it is when my videos showed up in like the little bar next to other people's videos. Are there any others that you love, like King, you would do in-depth reviews of all their works? Yes, I'm currently working on Jeff Vandermeer. He's my new favorite author, hands down. I also want to do Tananarive Due. If I can get her name right all the time, I want to do her because I absolutely love her work. Murakami, I would love to do a Thursday Theorist series on Murakami. But I like tackling like huge catalogs. Clive Barker, I've been thinking about that one. The only problem with Clive Barker is I don't enjoy his longer books. And I don't want to force myself to read something I'm not enjoying. But I would love to see someone else do a Clive Barker theorist. If you guys see anyone talking about them wanting to do that, like, rip off, I don't think it's rip off. I think it'd be cool to see someone else do it. If they want to do a Thursday Theorist or a theory series on Clive Barker, I would watch the shit out of that. Yeah, Vandermeer is not only a phenomenal author, but a truly good human. Yes. And I have everything from here over is Vandermeer. So, Have you read PJ Knight's Creep Over? No, I don't. I don't read. I don't read middle grade at all. Now that I think about it, I think the only thing I've ever read that's middle grade is like R.L. Stine books, like the Fear Street novels, and that's when I was, middle grade. What's a good intro to Vandermeer book? I think Ambergris. They have this version for about $30. It has all three of the Ambergris novels all in one, and it's absolutely fantastic. It has City of Saints and Madmen, Shriek and Afterword, and Finch. X Trilogy was a start for me. I have the special edition of that too. Oh, come back here. Hang on. The Southern Reach trilogy. I got that one. Y'all, look. Okay, so you guys know I'm not heavily into fantasy, right? Not heavily into fantasy. But when I find fantasy that I like, I fanboy. Check this out. Elric of Melniboné, or Melniboné, I can't remember. They have them all collected. All the Michael Moorcock. Stop it. It's the man's name. He likes Moorcock. He can like Moorcock. But anyways, Elric of Melniboné, whatever it is. Okay? All right. First one. 6 months later, they released Stormbringer, which is Volume 2. Elric. And I'll probably end up doing an Elric series also eventually. But this one is a tome, bruh. It is a tome. What is it, like 800 pages? 920 something. All right. The White Wolf, Volume 3. Yeah. And then finally, we have The Citadel of Forgotten Myths, which is the shortest book in the series. But yeah, and if you don't know, if you are not aware, I've always been a huge collector of Moorcock. Stop it. These are all the old Daws and the Lancer ones that were heavily edited. All that. The Eternal Champion series, all that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Michael Moorcock. Oh. Whew. Yeah, I love Neil Gaiman, Tony. Yeah, I've read the Graveyard Book. Yeah, Vandermeer is amazing. I mean, I was so upset. I was so mad when I found out about Vandermeer. When I started reading, I just happened to find Ambergris at Second and Charles used, and it was only like $8. I was like, I've heard good things about this, and I liked Annihilation. Even though that book doesn't have Annihilation in it, this one does. The Southern Reach trilogy. I started reading it, and I was a full-blown fanboy after like the first 3 pages. My favorite Neil Gaiman, I think, to this day is The Ocean at the End of the Lane, only because it is so good. The twist at the end, if you pay attention, you find out who the narrator is, and he never names them. Yeah, Elric of the Black Blade. I remember so. All right, let's jump in the Wayback Machine real quick. So when I was probably like 8 or 9, I went over to my uncle's new wife's their new house, right? And she was a huge fantasy nerd, epic fantasy, any kind of fantasy, loved all of it. I picked up. I'll show you the exact book I'm talking about. This is the only one I have in this edition. But it's this one, and I got it because it was this dude right here, crazy long fingernails, and this massive sword. I was like, I want to know more about this person. And I just started reading, and I was instantly, now he's not very literary. He's literally like the pulp or the noir writers of his time, but for fantasy. In the sky, a cold moon, cloaked in clouds, sent down faint light that fell upon a sullen sea where a ship lay at anchor off an uninhabited coast. That sets the scene perfectly, and it's one sentence. Sets the scene perfectly. Like I could see, and I can still see that so perfectly in my head, so clearly. Yeah, Terry Brooks. The only thing about Terry Brooks is I just get bogged down in how much he's like Tolkien. He's just like a, and I hate this. I'm not trying to crap on your one of your favorite authors, but it seemed kind of like a whittled down Tolkien, and I don't know. There just wasn't enough in there that made. It's the same thing with who is it? Robert Jordan. It just feels like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't do it for me. Let's see here. Yes, Tim. City of Saints and Madmen. Yeah. Yeah, it's a connect. Okay, here's the thing about Jeff Vandermeer. For those of you who don't know, what Jeff Vandermeer does is he writes series, but they're not all written the same way. For instance, City of Saints and Madmen is a mosaic novel that has 6 books in it, basically 6 novellas. And each one of those novellas is from a completely different character. If any of you have read my previous name series, the big one that I did, that's what he does. So you know I'm an automatic fan because of that. Every single one, it'll have other characters mentioned. Like the main characters will either be, the main character of the first book will be like either a supporting character in the second book, or they'll just be mentioned kind of offhandedly. Mostly what he writes about are areas and locations and whatnot, and the entire history of all of that. And that's what Ambergris is. But that's really the only one that I've read, so I can't. But I know for a fact that that's the kind of stuff that he writes. So like Annihilation is like a first-person story or something like that from a group of women. And then the second book is completely different cast of characters. Third book, completely different cast of characters. And it's not the whole point of it is not the characters as much as, well, the characters are fantastic, don't get me wrong, but as much as telling the entire story over a long period of time where people couldn't have survived because so much time has passed, kind of thing. I pre-cry reading her anytime she introduces a character I love. Right now it's Night Eyes. I'm on book 3. Who are you talking about, Kaiju? I'm having to go back to... Oh, Joe Abercrombie? Yeah. I couldn't get into Abercrombie or Hobb. I couldn't get into either one of those. But that's not to say that it was bad. I couldn't get into it. And this is going to sound terrible because I like Michael Moorcock, but I tend to stay away from pale fantasy authors. Like my favorite series is Ken Liu, the Dandelion Dynasty series right here behind Sally's head. Yeah, that's my favorite fantasy series of all time. But yeah, this is more about, Moorcock is more about nostalgia, because I grew up reading him, and because he writes like a pulp novelist, they're so easy to consume. You can just blow right through it. He doesn't have any superfluous information. None of his books are like over 300 or 400 pages. It's crazy. Well, the bind ups are, of course, the bind ups over here. Night Eyes might be one of the best characters ever. This chat and live is the highlight of my day. Aw. Hugs. Bring it in, Kaiju. Bring it in. Bring it in. Love you. Love your faces. Yes, I have read Jemison's, and I actually do enjoy those. I have them all on Kindle because they were free to read at one point in time. I like them, but here's the thing. I didn't like them as so much that I wanted to buy them. I was more enamored with Marlon James. I think these are better, and obviously I bought them in hardcover. I was more enamored with these. Octavia Butler, love Octavia Butler. Victor Laval, going down that road, anyways. And I absolutely love it when Colson Whitehead does magical realism, like the Underground Railroad. I did it good, Kaiju. Good. Yeah, I kind of felt you hug back, but I didn't want to, assume anything. I have the Marlon James books. Yeah, they are the craziest part about the Marlon James fantasy series. Like I read, what is it? Night Women or whatever it was. Fell in love with Marlon James. But the coolest part about the series that I find, and I didn't know before I read them in order. Supposedly, you can read any of the books, even when the third one comes out. You can read any of the books and not be spoiled for the other books. Like, you can read them in any order. If you want to read 2, 3, 1, or 1, 2, 3, or 3, 2, 1, or 3, 1, 2, you can read them in any order. And that, to me, is just absolutely fucking brilliant. Yeah, stunning covers. They are gorgeous. That's the reason. Come in close. Come in close. That's the reason I bought them. Because the covers. I am a believer that books are not just art because of what's inside of them, but they're also art because they should look good on your shelves. Look at Murakami up here, man. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Look at Blake Crouch, how it goes from orange to yellow to blue. Absolutely, so good. So good. A good cover on a good book. Do you mind, camera? Do you mind? Thank you. Anyways, a good cover on a good book is so good. So good. It's so good. Y'all want to know a secret? It's not really probably a secret. I keep adjusting myself in my chair so that right here, I literally measured this out to be equal on both sides so that my head is in the middle. When I could easily just come over here and it'd be just as good. Y'all see my McCarthy collection is finally complete? My McCarthy collection is finally complete. And got Polynic. It's Polynic. It's not Polyniac. It's Polynic. Polynic. We got our Marisha Pacell. We got Caroline Kepnes. We got Donna Tartt. We got Jesmyn Ward. Oh, she's fantastic. Toni Morrison. Victor Laval. And then a bunch of random favorites down here. Then over here, we have Haruki Murakami. King, of course. King's all over here. Then over here is some of my favorite weird fiction. Sci-fi, weird, whatever you want to call it. Lovecraft Country right there. Shout out to Lovecraft Country. This is all fantasy. And then down here is a bunch of literary fiction that I enjoyed. And then over here we got Colson Whitehead. Got Junji Ito all the way across. Got a bunch of literary fiction down here, a stack of books I want to read. And then up here we have The Gargoyle and numerous other things. Ian Banks' original covers were amazing. Awesome. Most of King's covers are awesome. I will say this about that, Tony. Sometimes the US does well. Sometimes the UK does better. But no matter what, there's no such thing as a Stephen King book with a bad cover. Whether it be the good one across the pond, whether the good one be in China or Egypt or anywhere else, he always has good covers. I haven't read them yet, Jacob. No, I haven't. I'm trying to read his stuff in order of publication, and I haven't got to it yet. I haven't read The Secret History either, Kaiju. But The Goldfinch is not like. It is my number 2 favorite book of all time. It is just absolutely perfect. Yeah, classic Terry Pratchett covers are amazing. I agree with that. Oh yeah, the original Stand. My God, it looks like a fantasy novel. Like, these 2 characters are not in this book whatsoever. Why? Doubleday did King so wrong with these first editions. So wrong. Trying to think if I got anything new that you guys don't know about. I don't think so. I do have a stack of books. Me and Shell went out on a date for the first time in years. We went out on a date, and I bought a stack of books this high for me to read to her. And we've been having so much fun. Now we're waiting on Caroline Kepnes's next You book, You and Only You. You ever think about building a bookshelf? Yes, I have. In fact, you guys are about to see the side of the office that I haven't completed yet. This one right here. No, this one right here I built myself. That one. Oh, now I have to measure again. This is going to annoy me. Is it? God damn it. That's better. That looks better. Okay, that looks better. But that's not the only bookshelf that I've made. I have one in the house that I made also. That was like it's the first one that I've made, and I don't have it out here for that reason because it's really, really bad. It has no stability. I have to put cinder blocks across the bottom shelf just to keep it up. I get the feeling the cover was done by someone that had not read any of the book and was just told, that's 99% of the covers you see. No shit. No shit whatsoever. 99% of the covers you see, never read by the artist. Hey, Landon! And it's sponsored by Nike. It's like the only shirt that even remotely fits me now. And even it is loose. Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing? Hey, Ryan? How you doing? James Patterson book covers are insane. They're just like, James Patterson title. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Nick. Thank you. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. We're gonna be doing more and more of that. We're gonna just be hugging it out. Yeah, but James Patterson, yeah, those covers are just the most. Did you forget about that book? No, I told you and everyone else on Patreon. It's gonna be a while. I will get them out eventually. I'll be at AuthorCon 2 this year as a vendor. Really? Well, that's cool. Let's see here. Big hugs for everyone. Yes, Haley. But no, Ryan, I mean, I posted on Patreon. Go back and read the most recent post. It says it's going to be a little while before I can get any of this stuff out. Whether it be, what are you waiting on? We Are Legend. I think I have a whole box of them sitting over here. I just haven't had a chance to get out because they will not come and pick up my stuff here. And it's not okay. It's not as easy as me just, running down to, because I live 20 miles from town. Also, I can't have them come pick up things here because you can ask nearly everyone else on the Patreon. Stuff gets lost all the time when I have them come pick up the books. So I will get them out as soon as I am able. I promise you it is coming. I'm not going to forget about you. But also, I saw you changed your pledge. You need to delete your pledge entirely. Entirely. Don't give me no more monies. No more monies. Okay, yeah. Okay. That one I have it. In fact, I can show it to you, but I mean it'll go out. I haven't read any of the Patreon messages. I haven't updated over there since the last time. But anything that whatever you're waiting on, I will get to it eventually as soon as I have the time. All right, cool. Let's see here. You doing live shows again? Well, yes. Boggle, once this is done, make sure you go back and watch the beginning of it because all the updates are at the beginning. Boggle, I missed you so much. I missed you so much. I miss your word salad. Your word salad is amazing, and I miss it. Please never change that. Oh, in fact, Ryan, I got you a hardcover of South of Here also. So I upgraded you. It's not just any old copy. I found Lulu stopped making that size, but I found the original files and I was able to go to another printer and have it made for you. So you're getting a first edition hardcover. You want to see it? I'll go get it if you want to see it. I got to go in the house, but I'll go get it for you. Missed you all, yeah. Missed you all, yeah. But yeah, Ryan, please go delete your pledge. I cannot delete my Patreon account until everyone gets and there's still like 30 people that are still signed up. Delete the pledge. The books are coming. I promise. Don't worry about that. The books are coming. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Tundra? How you doing? I'm going to do that right now. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for all of the support over the years. I am super sorry that it was but that's why I'm canceling the Patreon because I can't keep up with it. Good God, Nick. Thank you. Holy shit. Damn, Nick. All right, come on. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. We're going to be doing more of that. All the hugs. You know what we don't do as a society enough? We don't hug each other. Some people think it's weird, whatever. I'm not talking about kissing and tonguing your tonsils. I'm talking about a hug. Just nice. And okay, if your love language is not touch, I'm not going to hug you. Like, but if you want to be hugged, I will give you the biggest bear hug. Period. You may not, Ryan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The thing is, I cannot publicly announce any pin name with this face attached. Can't do that. Without Patreon, it's private. There's stuff. I wish I could tell you there's stuff coming. Okay, I just ask you to be patient. I have all of your emails saved. If that helps, does that help? I'm working on the new face. I'm working on the new face and the new body. That's why I have shrunk. Have you guys, they're not up now, but have you guys went back and looked at my old videos and how big I was? I'm pretty sure you guys remember. I have lost so much goddamn weight. Not really trying. I'm just trying to be healthier. You know, I'm trying to live longer for my kids. But, all right, Alec. Have a good one. Take care. That's an idea I had, Lazy. But I'm not going to do it that way. That's all I'm saying. Well, actually, I will say, you know how I said I wouldn't do any more negative reviews? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Will you be the new B. Traven? What? Am I missing a joke there? You're doing great. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. You got to go? All right, Ryan. If I can remember, I will try and send you I will send you a picture of South of Here that I'm sending you. It is a first edition hardcover. It's also a limited edition. It was never sold to the public. That's what you're getting. Yeah, I don't do negative reviews anymore either. I haven't done any reviews recently, but I'm not going to be doing them. I know you've lost a lot. Absolutely proud of you, buddy. I need to do the same thing for myself. I let myself go for 40 fucking years, dude. It's never too late to start. I'm not worried about it, but I want you. Okay, let it be a surprise. If you want it to be a surprise, it'll be a surprise. Wait, Ryan? Before you go, did you get We Are Legend? Did you get the We Are Legend? I am a hugger. I will hug everyone who likes a hug too. I hug so hard you make involuntary noises and a bra strap pains off. I find that funny because I once fractured someone's rib on accident. No joke, it happened. It was a friend of mine that I hadn't seen. In my defense, I hadn't seen him in 5 years. But I did one of those things where I grabbed a hold of him and I went like this, and I heard it crack. I heard it crack. Ever since then, I'm more of a gentle hugger. Hugs are great. My boyfriend makes sure to give our little guy all the I even get my boyfriend flowers. Yes! Get more men flowers. As long as they're not one of these toxically masculine dudes, get your dude flowers. You want to know why? Because usually the only time men get flowers, wait for it, is at their funeral. Get your person flowers. Get the man, get him flowers. If you see a dude in a bad mood, give him a fucking flower. I don't care if you cut it off as you're walking by the library or something and you see some, maybe don't steal flowers from the library, but get your dude flowers and see how he reacts. Hey, Brad, missed you too. I just gave horrible reviews to 2 new books because I rage read them. Didn't want other readers to have to suffer. It's on Google Play, though, so all you rich iPhone people won't see it. Rich iPhone. My Android costs more than an iPhone, so I don't know where that comes from. I always hated that negative reviews got more attention. Yeah, I want to gut. But the funny part about it is I'm kind of a hypocrite because I don't read positive reviews. I only read negative reviews because they're usually the most honest. The pen name of the unknown author of The Treasure of the Sierra Madre? Huh. Y'all ever wonder who Scott Smith is? Y'all ever wonder about that one? I only read negative reviews for books I hate. And that's kind of the issue with posting negative reviews for me, is that people, how can I say this right? You bring in whatever you put out into the world is what you receive. So if you are with negative reviews, you're attracting people normally who unfortunately tend to be hateful. So when people come together over shared negativity, it's not as pleasant of a community as people who come together. Now, fandoms have their issues too, don't get me wrong. But when fandoms have their issues, it's usually based on negativity. But if people worry more about the stuff that they enjoy, and there's something to be said about protecting your friends and people who agree with you, is like, don't buy this piece of shit because it has these things. It has your triggers. It has so on and so forth. There's something to be said about that. And I'm not saying I will never do that. But what you will never see from me again is a rage review, because the only thing that brought in was hate. People actually got mad at me, like pissed that I wouldn't do rage reviews anymore. And that just blew my mind. It's like, if you're only here for negativity, I don't want you around. I get robbed different. God, Nick, all the hugs, Nick. Am I yelling? I'm yelling because I'm right next to the camera, and I don't have my microphone. Thank you, Nick. Love you. You just bought me a new book, bruh. You just bought me a new book. You're amazing. Love a Mystery King edition. I think even saying negative review is kind of misleading. It can just be a review. Yeah. But what I don't like is bad review. I prefer negative review, because bad review sounds like you're talking about the review itself. Like they wrote a bad review. Early YouTube and present YouTube revolved around reviews about why this 30-year-old movie not aimed at you. Oh, that is the truest thing I have heard in a long time. And a perfect example of that is Superman 2, I think it is, where he flies around the earth and makes it go backward. People got so, like, there was a whole rash of reviews about that movie, why it sucked because of that scene. Superman's not real. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to because he's a fictional character. Shut up. No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't get into it, Brad. I could not. I was very disappointed in Midnight Club. I was very disappointed in it. Nick, you're amazing. What? Thank you. You're amazing anyways. You ain't got to give me money, but thank you so much. And hold on. Don't do it again. I will give you free hugs. I will do that. Just be like, yo, E, I need a hug. And I will hug you. Yeah, Brad. The Fisherman, I remember when John was first shopping the book, and he said literary establishments said it was too much of a horror novel, and horror publishers said it was too literary. That's the problem that I'm having right now because, yeah, the reviews can't be responded to, though. Wait a second. Remember when Chad had no idea what Google Play was? I'm completely out of touch. I have no idea what you're talking about, Lazy. I bought a copy of Misery at the library. It's a Viking, yeah, but it's like a red and yellow crosshatch leather back. I can't find one online to compare. I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds amazing. Kaiju, bring it in. Bring it in. I'm trying not to holler at y'all. I need to get my other microphone out of the house because I've been using it for game streams. Thank you, Kaiju. Book money. Yes. Y'all, if I stick to paperbacks, I can buy 2 books. I read The Fisherman shortly after my husband passed, so I really loved it. Having another widow. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I love it when books mean more because of what you're going through in life. And for those of you who think I might be insensitive and not say sorry, I've told Ty numerous times that, it was terrible what happened. I just feel like, I don't know. It's just the constant. I can't speak for Ty, of course, but after so long after my mother passed, and that's the closest person, that's the only person in my life who died that I was extremely close to. At some point, I got tired of people saying I'm sorry. And that might sound horrible and probably not how Ty feels. But, yeah, Landon. Come on. Bring it in. Bring it in. Yeah. The Wayne train has left the station. God, I can't talk to you guys if you keep sending me money. Haley. Come on, Haley. Come on. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Good gravy. Is Landon oh yeah. I need to read the stuff that you guys are sending. Some of them just have stickers, but Landon says I finally hit. I thought, oh hell yeah, and I'm making a comeback because I'm bored nowadays. How's school going? Are you done? No, you can't be done, right? Hugs from me too. Good to see your face. Yes, Haley. Always. Yes. Yes. No. It is. Zoop just put $5. That's funny. You don't get a hug, but that's funny. That is funny. God damn it. Oh, y'all killing me. Go buy some books. All right. So here's one. And then I have to move away and then come back in and be like, I hug you again. I guess, is it $5 for a hug? No, it's not. It's free. But Zoop, you want a hug? I just feel like it's nothing. This stream has turned into another of my titties on the camera. Y'all fucking rock. Y'all are great. Thank you so much. It's tiring. I know. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's when we lose someone, when we start. I guess the thing, and of course, no shade to anyone who tells someone that they're sorry for their loss, but after so long, it's that reminder of what we lost. And I'm not saying don't do it. Don't get me wrong. It's just me personally. After so long, it hurts. it's like reopening a wound, like tearing the scab off of it. And it's like, yes, it was a terrible thing, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you, but it gets to be a little much after a while, I guess is the, yeah. This feels like a very specific OnlyFans. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? Not sure if you answered, but will you be streaming any? Yes, that'll be the first game stream I do after the reboot of the channel. I won't be paying attention to comments because of spoilers and all that stuff, but I will be streaming it live on the channel until I finish it, and then I'll probably be streaming my speed runs after that. I saw your video, Lennon, saying that you are back. Good for you, man. I will be watching your videos. I didn't even know YouTube is a... Ooh. I'm going into my 3rd year of college as well. How's it going, Landon? Take this 1,000. I am not giving you 500 hugs. Lazy. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not giving you 500 hugs. I'm not going to do it. I love you so much, but I'm not going to do it. Brad said $5 for a hug, 10 for a kiss, 7 for a half and half. Why'd you go full prostitute? Why? Whoever it was who wanted a purple zebra, or should I say zebra, because that's how y'all say it. It's coming. Awesome. Can't wait to see it. I got to go back and look at it. Hey, J-Rod, welcome back. It's not real money. Yes, but it's the thought that counts. So what the fuck were you thinking? No. Y'all got me over here. Y'all got $30. I'll do that. Y'all send me $30. I'll do jumping jacks for you. You watch my belly flop around. It's also I'm also gonna cause an earthquake in Alabama. So, but you send me $30. I used to say I'm not a dancing monkey, but you send me $30, man. $7. Damn, you're the working man's hugger. Please don't send me $30. I do not want to do jumping jacks. You can read me a book. What do you want me to read you? I'll read you a couple. I'll read you a couple things. Book 1, The Torment of the Last Lord. And then did Elric leave Jahorkar in pursuit of a certain sorcerer who had, so Elric claimed, caused him some inconvenience. The Chronicle of the Black Sword. From the ship a boat was being lowered. It swayed in its harness. 2 figures, swathed in long capes, watched the seamen lowering them. Okay, I'm done. I've been thinking about story time, but the problem with story time is I'm a huge supporter of copyright and intellectual property, and I do not want to. I don't want to like accidentally steal from someone. You know what I'm saying? And I can't read that was getting too charged. It was. Had one in the chamber, buddy. Okay. But I don't want to step on anyone's toes. I definitely don't want, anyone to feel like I'm using them for content. So, yeah. Maybe switch some words around like Mad Libs. How the fuck does every live stream devolve into talk about... I don't know. It's late this time. We're 2.5 hours into it. And, yeah. 2.5 hours. Usually it's right at the hour mark. It's funny because I did the final Edward Lorne interview over on Twitch on Gaming Grandma's channel. I think she called it The Final Demise of Edward, that name. And I found it funny because we even when I'm a guest on someone's show, it still devolves into that. After about the hour mark. I think it's hilarious. There's a guy on YouTube that does his own audiobooks of Game of Thrones. Yeah, but he's not supposed to. Unless he got permission, which I doubt he did because Roy Detrice narrated those. And I know Roy definitely 100% wants his money. So, yeah. And at the end, you can give me props and critiques. Wait a second. I'll write some stories you can read. Now, if you guys want to do that and give me the okay to read your stuff, I mean, I've done it before. I did it I still need to read Jake's, and I've read Haley's. So if you guys want to do that, that's fine. I just can't guarantee when it'll happen, that kind of thing. Crab hands and vagina tentacles, yes. Oh, it's okay to be different. Stand tall and be yourself. That zebra is amazing. Who else joined? Yeah, King joined. Got to make audiobooks for stuff from the 1700s. Yeah. Well, it just has to be. What is it? What's copyright law? 120 years. When does something enter public domain? If something was published before 1923, so it's got to be 100 years old. If it was an unpublished work and the author died over 70 years ago, it's in the public domain. If it was written by an anonymous author over 120 years ago, it is in the public domain. So 120 years is like the baseline. All right, it's time for me to get it. Do you guys want to stop, or do you guys want to go longer? If you guys want to go longer, all I have to do is get up and move around. It's up to you. I mean, you guys just threw like 40 or more dollars at me. I wasn't doing the math. I wasn't keeping up. But I will stay longer. I can go longer. That's what he said. Yeah, longer. Longer? All right, that's enough, people. All right, let me take a break. I will be back very, very shortly. Fun Winnie the Pooh fact. Winnie's first name is actually... Okay, that's what she said. Yeah. I'll share my purple... Perp Zeb. Anyways, I'll be back. Hang out. Let everyone know as they come. There's 25 likes on this video? That's madness. I don't think I've ever done a live stream where I got over like 15. That is absolute madness. All right, let me take my break. I'll be back in about 10 minutes, all right? All right. Your favorite chunk wrap supreme is back. How y'all doing? The comfiness of the chair knows no bounds. All seeing, all knowing, we praise the chair. Hello, doomed. The almighty radiant chair. E45. E42. I ain't 45 yet. Alrighty. Hiya. Hello. Do I know you, doomed? Does I know you? Did you change your name or something? I can't really tell the... Yeah. So I was able to open the picture, but it's like pixelated. It's like you got on a metal t-shirt, like a black metal t-shirt, a beanie, a rad goatee, holding your phone, got your finger up. Best part of waking up is the chair on your stream. Best part of waking up, the chair on your stream. You look about 30. I don't know about that. See all the baldness? Your boy is stressed. I gotta get a haircut. Everything is all furry. How lovely is thy sitting place? Yes. Once again, I feel like this is cattywampus. I'm gonna have to get my tape measure back out again. What do you call a magic dog? Labrador Cadabra. You know, I went to apply at a moisturizing facility. You know, one of the places that make lotions and whatnot. I didn't take the job because they told me I had to apply daily. Nope, fresh one here over chat's been around enjoying your content. Thanks, Doomed. Appreciate you. If you don't know, you can probably go scrub back, watch the beginning of the video, or not. I'll just tell you again. All of the old content will be back. It won't be back here, but it'll be over on Discord eventually. I'm gonna have all the playlists for all of my book reviews, the Thursday Theorist, and my From the Desk series. Lizzie said funny. One of my faves for Polinick, I would say Haunted. My favorite of all time from him is Invisible Monsters. So you got Invisible Monsters. Really love Diary. Rant is another one. And then everything past here kind of just turned me off. How do you find... I've heard this one, Nick. How do you find Will Smith in the snow? You look for Fresh Prince. So stupid, but I love it. One of my favorite dad jokes of all time usually goes right over people's heads. What is a word with 4 letters? What? J-Rod? What is a word with 4 letters? So stupid. So stupid. Yeah, so stupid. It's so good, though. What? J-Rod? What is a word with 4 letters? It's a statement, not a question. Read those too, but it's been ages. Survivor was my... Oh, yeah. Was it Trevor Branson? I will never forget that dude's name. I hope I didn't. Hang on. Ah! My heater. Yeah. Oh, Tender. Sorry, Tender Branson. I knew it was an interesting... it was an interesting name. Ought to do rereads. I can't reread Polinick. I don't know why. His stuff is great the first time around, but rereads, I'm like, I know all the twists. I know all the. We're up to 30 likes. Y'all is ridiculous with the super chats and the likes. I appreciate you. You know, I used to get comments all the time, and this seems strange to me because it was never a motivating factor for me. People would always say, I love how you don't ask us to like, subscribe, share, and all that nonsense. It just never, I figure if you like the content, you're going to hang around. There's nothing that I can say to make you do that. And then other people would be like, you know, it'd be nice to give us a reminder to like, comment, and subscribe or whatever. At the same time, you're already commenting. Like, if you like it, go ahead and like it. If you want to hang around, subscribe. It doesn't mean, you know, it's just not something I'm focused on. My girlfriend was sad because her dog died. I asked what I could do to cheer her up, and she said to get another dog like the other one. Now she's even more depressed. She yells, "What am I supposed to do with 2 dead dogs?" That reminds me of another dad joke that I like. And you really have to be in the presence of someone to do it. But you point at the sky and you say, "Look, a dead bird." So dark, but so funny. Holy guacamole. Oh, that was a good one, Lazy. That was a really good one. Yeah. Another favorite of mine is why can't chickpeas sing us a song? I don't get the dead bird one. Dead birds don't fly, Haley. Look at the dead bird. Dead bird. It's dead. It's not flying through the air. And if they look, haha, you know. Oh. Oh yeah. It's a good one. I get everybody. Oh my god. Anyways, why can't I would have looked hey, I did it. I did too. That's why I like it, because I fell for it. But why can't chickpea? Holy shit, Derek. Y'all done bought me like a whole shelf of books today. Derek, you mind? I mean, bring it in, Derek. Bring it in. I love you, man. I mean that. It has to be long and awkward now because you sent so much. You did this to yourself. You did. I'm sorry, Derek. No, you can't go yet. Hang on. We got like another whole 10 seconds. This is what you did to yourself. You see this? You see this? My titty meat all up in your face? You see this? You see? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, you can go now. You dropped your pocket. That's a good one. Goddamn, Derek. Goddamn, all of you. Like, holy shit. Like, not goddamn you. You know, not like Sky Daddy, damn this person. But holy shit. Yeah, y'all are something else. You take my love and you like it. Anyways, chickpeas can't sing us a song because they can only hum us one. Hummus. Ah! I know you do, CJ. You keep commenting that. It's all going to be on the Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, the videos aren't gone. And I warned y'all a lot. A lot. That one was so lame. It is lame, yeah. But I warned y'all. But if you want to join the Discord, all the playlists will be up over there. And you can save them. You can quit the Discord after you save them. I don't care. But all the new Stephen King content will be up over there. You're welcome. It's not up yet. I'm working on it. I'm behind as hell. I got Patreon books to send out. I got all different kinds of shit to do. I'm working very, very, very diligently to try and get my family set up for basically the rest of their lives. And I just, yeah, it's a lot. But what I'm going to do is maybe Lee will be able to help me. Maybe my oldest will be able to help me. Basically, I'm going to post links to all the playlists that everyone requests, and it'll be over there, and you'll be able to click on that and go over there and watch the entire thing. And then you can say, if you don't want to be a member of the Discord, you can then leave the Discord after you save the playlist, so you can go back and watch it anytime you like. What's the difference between a green bean and a chickpea? I've never paid to have it. That is foul. It is funny, but that is foul. That is absolutely foul. It's... Whew. I agree. Chickpea crust pizza is good. Yeah, I like chickpea everything. Hummus, just roasted chickpeas are good to, eat like peanuts. What's the difference between... I already read that. My favorite joke is my dick was in the Guinness Book of World Records. Then the librarian told me to take it out. I've never heard that one. I've heard the chickpea one. But I've never heard the librarian one. That reminds me of all the tests they ran on the library copies of 50 Shades of Grey, and how it came back positive for like every STD in the world. Like they took a bunch of 50 Shades. Well, they took a bunch of books, but the ones that had the most STDs on them were library editions of erotica, but mostly 50 Shades of Grey. I have some, but I didn't really know what to do with them. I usually just eat pinto beans or black beans. I love chickpeas. Chickpeas are great. They're full of protein. They fill me up when damn near nothing else fills me up. Not even my man's. Look at this, y'all. Y'all see this? The muscle? Look at that. I mean, anyways, but I'm bragging at this point. But yeah, I'm in best shape of my life, literally. I roast a can of beans too, with some olive oil in the oven and spices. So good. Oh yeah. Not even your man's? How sad. The worst part about losing weight at a quick rate is all the extra skin. It's just like I got whole. Look at this flabby titty. I gotta save that for the OnlyFans. But anyways, you have earned bragging. Thank you, Haley. Thank you. I've been working hard, trying my best. So, and I got this little turkey waddle down here, where it used to be like, damn, I don't even have much of a. I mean, it's there. Don't get me wrong. It's just empty. Ooh, wow. Anyways, thoughts on Radiohead? I like Radiohead. I really have no thoughts about them though. I mean, I like their music. Your arms are taut. Yeah, I'm doing well in that OnlyFans. Thank you. I wasn't asking for praise. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm just shocked that I actually have like definition. Like, see the line. Anyways, but that's beside the point. My favorite band right now, I think it's Harry Cats and the Pistachios. Hang on. Let me check. If you guys don't know about Harry Cats and the Pistachios, go check them out. I'm going to make sure I get the name right. I am taking this is taking too damn long. Yeah, Harry Katz and the Pistachios. Katz is Katz. This is the thanks I get for working overtime. Overtime? What a fantastic name. It is a fantastic name. They're so much fun. It's like if Tom Waits and the B-52s did a collab. So good. Homeless Baby Girl is my favorite song from them. Yeah, I'm a Last of Us fan. The games, I didn't love part 2, but I super fanned over part 1. And the show, I've seen so many side-by-side comparisons that they're like 1-to-1, and I know there's new content, but how close it is to the video game that I kind of lost interest in watching it. Also, we discontinued HBO Max, so eventually I will watch it, but I don't have any opinions on the show because I haven't seen it. I like Harley Poe. Write that one down. Let me look up some Harley Poe. Oh, Nick, you wait right there. I got something I want to show you. Where did I put it? There it is. Nick, are you ready? If anyone ever has any doubt that I keep literally everything anyone has ever sent me, this is proof. Okay? Nick, I got to cover up the name. Look what I found. Look what I found. I was going through my office and I just happened to come across it. Anyways, but I keep everything anyone has ever sent me. Oh, yeah, I'm super excited for Holly. That's my favorite Stephen King character of all time. Hey, yeah, exactly, Nick. I'm on a diet, too, because the restaurants have gone up too much and I do not cook. The only reason I'm losing weight is because I'm exercising. I didn't do a diet. I have not changed the way I ate whatsoever. I've just been working it off. Hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing? Yeah, the Holly cover is beautiful. I really like it. And it's very reminiscent of the Institute, that kind of shit. I really, really like it. Not really fairy tale as much. Same old, same old. I miss you, brother. Absolutely miss you. Also, I found Event Horizon if you want to send that Charlie Parker. Just shoot me an email. I don't check the old email. Can't say the name on the channel anymore, but I don't check that email very often, but I do check it probably once every 2 weeks. Men like to cook. I do like to cook. I love to cook. Love to cook. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? Holly is your favorite. Yeah. With me, it's just like a gender swap me because I'm the exact same way. Not to generalize. Hey, I like broad statements because I like broads. Badoomts. Someone's going to clip that and I'm going to be all over the internet. This fat fuck is canceled. He called women broads. I'm sorry. Call me an asshole if you want to. Cooking is great. Cleaning after, not so much. Yeah. My mother-in-law once told me, is like, because I was like washing up dishes after I was done cooking for her. We were over her house and I cooked dinner. And she told me something that I pretty much live to this day. No matter what gender it doesn't matter, man, wife, it doesn't matter. If someone cooks for you, wash the dishes. That's it. So she's like, I don't mind washing the dishes because you cook dinner for me. So yeah. Also, if you want to, it's really, really hot. It's really cool. Cooking together, cleaning together, and then having dessert together. I call females chicks. Oh, you got 2 for 1 there. Females and chicks. Ooh, you're canceled, lazy. You're canceled. Cooking is great. Cleaning out. Yeah, I already read that. My favorite King character is the cook machine. I think you've said this. I think you've said this a couple times, and I never want you to stop because it's always funny, no matter if you're serious or not. I'll need to get your address since all our DMs went bye-bye on Twitter. Okay, all right. I'll go ahead and shoot it to you now, Mike. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Ooh, Lord, look at the... Y'all, I got 624 emails on the old account. What's your name? What do I have? There you are. Okay. I know your name, but I know 2 first names for you. Hey, Mike. Bookable! Where's Bookable? Bookable! Hello, Bookable. Surely you can relate. Yes. You think I'll like Harley Poe? I would listen to Poe right now if it wasn't for this being monetized. Because I'm pretty sure if they demonetize you, they also send back your super chats. So if I get demonetized, not only do I lose that, but you guys you guys get your money back. So, and also I could get a content violation. Yeah, Derek. I can't. It's the old Derek. Listen, it's the old last name. Okay, the old last name followed by complex. Complex. Shoot me in. Oh no, I have it on private. Give me your name and I'll add you. Oh, hail Cthulhu! Hello, Lupin. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm a man of many names. Oh, that's what you were talking about. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the... Never mind. Yeah. I'm a man of many names. Sure you can relate. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Mike. How rude of you to assume such things. Hey, welcome back, Brian. I want to tell y'all something. I appreciate Brian so much because no one is more positive and more of a hype person for video games on this channel than Brian. If I make any kind of series with video, which I am, I'm in the process of doing that. It's all because of Brian. I have you, dude, Mike. I have you, don't I? Alaska _blue. Why did you autocorrect to Daryl? My man's name's Derek. It's just the truth, Brian. Thinking of changing your pin name again? Okay, let me ask you why. Just answer that. Why? Okay, it is hot in here. I gotta turn off my heater. I tried to add you for Elden Ring shenanigans, but it didn't work. I could have swore I had you on there. Anyways, I'll put this in here also. Mike is... No. Slay in 666. You're going to hell, Mike. You know that? Better change your ways. I'd hate to see you burning down there with me. Excited for RE Remake 4 playthrough? Yeah. I'm excited for it too. Like I said, I will not be chatting. I will just be playing it blindly. I'll have comments turned off. The hell are you? Oh, you're one of those tree bugs. Not like cockroach, but you know those like beetle-looking things that are like the color of tree bark? Because I feel my work is improved and is much different than my older stuff. That's a good reason. Okay. I want to disconnect myself from my older writing. Plus, my family knows this name. Yeah, that's all good reasons. Okay. I was just thinking if you're going to change genres or whatever, that's not a good reason. But yeah, that's really good reasons. Really good reasons. Because honestly, that's why I changed like my first couple of pin names. Even though one of them was a fucking New York Times bestseller. Like, I was like, I don't like these books, and these books aren't good. Everyone who likes these books are idiots. And I know that's a terrible way to think, but it doesn't change the fact that I thought it. So it's like people who like Bay's End. I am so confused. I'm not knocking the book. Oh shit! I just fucking god damn it. Well, this video is gonna have to go private after. Shit! I knew I was gonna do it. I knew I was going to do it. I knew it. I knew I was going to do it. If you're out there watching, the book's unpublished. Please don't take my money away. God damn it. Fuck. Anyways, okay, let's move on. Let's not draw too much attention to that. I just did. Just played Hogwarts Legacy, starting to pull me in a couple hours in. Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I must know the title of that book before I leave this earthly realm. Which book? Which book you talking about? I don't know which book you're talking about. We all love you. I hope they understand you're human. Well, we're not talking about normal people here. We're talking about filthy rich people. So we're not talking about normal people. Moving on. So Beavers, what is up? Built any new dams today? Because damn it, I fucked up. But people right now out there in the comments going, he gonna delete comments with that name and then he's gonna blurt that shit out. I'm gonna go upside his head with a cinder block, and you have every right to. Fucking hell. Okay. Like I said, I'll just make this stream private afterwards. God damn. No, I can't because stop it, Nick. Stop it. I can't because it's a channel update. I mean, I guess I could be like, fuck the people who didn't show up for it, but that's kind of rude, don't you think? Yeah, but anyways, yeah, my New York Times. Oh, yeah. I think you've already read it, Lazy. I think you've actually mentioned it before. So there. For some reason, YouTube stopped giving me updates about your channel, so the Patreon thing was the first I heard about all this. Really? In fact, I'm 100% positive you've read it, Lazy. And the craziest part about it is there's someone in chat right now that knows about one of them, and that's the funny part. I got the YouTube notification for this. You want to know why? Because I haven't posted in forever. YouTube only likes if you make a lot of content. YouTube will not send your notifications out to everybody, but if you make like content like every now and again, you actually show up in people's notifications. All right, Doomed. Have a good one. Finland, really? Awesome. I think I've only had like one other person ever from Finland. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping in, Doomed. Have a good one. Blah. I am back in work tomorrow after being off with flu since. I think you did, Lazy. I think you did. Being off with flu since Tuesday. I didn't know you had the flu. I need to pay. Did you mention it on Discord? Because I haven't paid attention to Discord. Not that I need to know all your medical updates, but I like to know. 32 likes. Look at y'all. Y'all are wonderful. Yeah, I don't ask for those. I don't ask for likes, comments, or subscribes, but it is nice to see that people, legitimately like the content. And I think it means more to me when I don't ask those things and people do it anyways. It just makes me feel good, like when my mother was like, I really love your writing. And I'm just like, yeah, you're my mother. Of course you fucking do. But the very first review that I got from a stranger meant the absolute world to me. And it just means more to me when strangers like what I'm putting out in the world more than, Yeah, you earned it and it's genuine. Exactly. Your content is great. Will you play Doom? You want me to play Doom? I can play Doom. Like the reboots or the old ones. Because I don't have the old ones except for on my computer. And my computer is not good enough to run a game and stream. You got the notification? That's good. I got the alert about this since you've been streaming, but a few moments ago you mentioned warning people old videos were being delisted, and I had no idea. Yeah, I don't have a single video up. There's not a single video up on this channel. I even deleted the shorts that I was doing just because they were just goof off stuff. I didn't want people to think I didn't delete them because I got hate or anything. I deleted the shorts that I was posting as Earl because I didn't want people to think that that's the only content I was going to be making from here on out. But I'll probably be posting Earl content here on shorts, or maybe I think I'll just do Church of the Chair stuff. Like I'll be doing a lot of editing of the new videos. In case you guys didn't watch the beginning of the stream or you're not going to go back and watch it, the new videos are going to be highly stylized with editing and all the rambling and everything going to be taken out of it. I've been doing multiple takes to get the perfect take, that kind of thing. So no more. I'm leaving the rambling for the streams. Pretty late here in the UK too. Yeah, I'm sure it's like what 11:38. I played the demo, and if you're talking about Resident Evil 4, Brian, no Doom. You're talking about Doom. I'm sorry. Took me a second to get back on track, but yeah, I really like the new ones, and if anybody wants to watch me play Doom, I'd prefer to play the new ones, the reboots. Yeah, nearly 11. Really? Yeah, Doom. Yeah. Yeah, I'll play some Doom Eternal. Let me get done with Resident Evil, and we'll do Doom Eternal. I love that game. I have both of them. I have Doom and Doom Eternal. Doom 2016, I think it is. As long as we do get the ramble. Thank you. What happened to the turkey bot? Oh, the turkey bottle still exists, but I only use it rarely because I can't take it out in public because people look at me strange. So I have this one, and I have the turkey bottle, and I have a couple other ones. You haven't played Eternal yet? It's good, but I think it's unnecessarily hard in some sections. Like, there's no reason we should be doing platforming in a Doom game. And it is loaded with platforming. There's this one section toward the end of the game where you have to jump from like coffin to coffin to coffin, and it is the most annoying section of any game I've ever played. Almost ruined the game for me. It was so bad. Hogs of War was my favorite PS game. Really old school though. Why do I know that? I love the second newest game. Yeah, Eternal is good, but that one, the platforming sucked. Hogs of War video game. Wow. No, I never played this one. That game looks goofy as fuck. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Mirror's Edge is a great game, don't get me wrong. It's nice to look at. I just couldn't play it. I don't care. And Dishonored, I can't get into games that are first person parkour for platforming. Like the platforming in Turok on N64, it was yes, that's a perfect example. So bad. I got a mustache hair. Ooh, look at the curly. Hello, my sexy motherfuckers. How is it? Hang on, it won't stay. It won't stay. The twirled. I'm so fucking goofy. But yeah, I keep going like this because I need to trim my mustache. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna give you guys till. You guys want to go for another 15? I guess. Put some Brill cream in it. It'll stay. I can't do it, Zoop. I can't. My dad used Brill cream, and talk about trigger effect. Oh my god. That's what stops me from playing the Dying Light game. Same here. Like the original Dead Island games, Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide. I liked those, but I couldn't get into Dying Light because it had so much parkour. It's like a shadow at a distance. Oh no, I thought you were talking about mine. That's why I was laughing. I'm sorry, Ty, but I'm starting. Yeah, you're starting to get it. Yeah, cool. It's funny because for a while, my oldest had a thicker mustache than I did. Now they get rid of it, but yeah. New Dead Island out soon. I'm thinking about playing that one, not playing it, streaming that one. There's a whole bunch of stuff I want to do. It's cool and cute. Yours is more than a shit. I know, but it's still like what was that one person that troll that said the wispiest beard on the internet? It is. Look at this patchy ass shit. Look at this. It's the indigenous in me. For those of you that don't know, my dad was a quarter. My dad was half. Grandpa was full-blooded Native American, and I have like no arm hair to speak of whatsoever. None. I'm just like it's like I wax and I don't. But the men in my family can grow a good beard, so hopefully in time, so will I. I hope you can too. Someone also told me to go to Brazil and get a transplant. They take the hair off of here and then they put it on your face, and I'm like, no, I'm not that. I don't care. Literally the only reason we're all adults here, right? Okay, we're all adults. The only reason I even grow this out, it's not because I look good or because I look like a pedo with no facial hair. None of that stuff. It's because Shell likes the texture of it. If you get what I'm saying. Thighs, you get what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That's the only reason. And since she's the only person whose opinion really matters to me, the beard stays. Sorry. My mom said the Italian is coming out. That's cool. I'm half Spanish and Native American. That's cool. I usually don't tell people that because every single white person on the face of the planet, especially the racist ones, are like, I'm part Indian. And I specifically said Indian because that's how they say it. But yeah, they're all, yeah. You hear it everything. And here's the question. It happens so often. I'm going to ask you guys, what is the tribe that they always say they're part of? Always. What tribe is it? Come on, don't let me down. You guys know what it is. Yep. No, I don't get. Yep. No, I don't get what you're saying. Please elaborate. Yep. Every single time. Kaiju for the win. Kaiju. Native American. First off, Nick, there's no group of people is a monolith. So some actually, like Stephen Graham Jones still uses the term Indian, like in Only Good Indian, his novel. Some of them like Native American, but most of them prefer indigenous, but they're still working on what they want to be called. You're fine, Kaiju. That was fucking hilarious. That was so good. Navajo? Yeah. The worst part about it is, and this is why I don't say it, the worst part is my grandfather was chief of a Cherokee tribe in Oklahoma. That's why I don't talk about it, because I have actual documentation that I do. But because all these stupid white people have come out and claimed that they're Cherokee, all of them, I'm just like, I'm not saying this to anybody. I do always say Choctaw because, yeah, it's offensive. They are also, yeah. I mean, that's another thing. Like some black folks, Shell prefers black. She doesn't like African American whatsoever. Like, don't call her African American. Because she'll literally tell you, I've never been to Africa. I'm black. There's some people, it's just a personal preference thing. But at the same time, like I said, no group of people is a monolith, so you can't really please every single group of people. You just try. It's like the majority wins. The squeakiest wheel gets the grease kind of thing, So, anyways, but that's my whole diatribe on that one. I don't want to go any farther. But yeah. I don't think anyone's getting offended over Native American though, Nick. I think it's just the fact that they want to be able to name themselves, like they should be able to. So but then again, like, who gets to choose that name? It's like I was thinking the other night, who the hell decided to call us the United States? Because when we became the United States, when we came over, stole the land, all that shit, killed a bunch of people, spread pestilence and disaster and all that shit. When we came over here, it wasn't multiple states. So at one point in time, and I'm not a huge history buff, but at what point in time did everyone band together and say, we are the United States? I figure call them what most of them want when it's kind of like pronouns though, right, Ty? Because it's like you just ask, what would you prefer? And there are some people who's like, I don't give a fuck what you call me, just don't call me late for dinner, that kind of shit, I don't think this bunch gets. I know, but people. I don't want to offend anybody that might. I don't want to unintentionally offend people. So anyone who comes across this, just know that I understand. Whatever you want to be called, I'm perfectly fine with. So, well, before the Revolutionary War, really? Okay, I didn't know that, Mike. See, that's what I was talking about. American colonies. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to put my 2 cents in like what people should be called, because I am the most pasty pale white cracker motherfucker. I am mayonnaise melanated. That there's no melanin, no pigment to the skin whatsoever. The only reason it's relatively pink is because I have thin skin, and you can see the blood literally coursing through my face. Yeah, people are complicated. Yeah. I like to look at it this way, and y'all can steal this if you want to. In my point of view, there's 7 billion type of people in this world, and almost 8 billion at this point. Like, everybody's different, man. Everybody's different. Man, I can't believe y'all. I'm still blown away by all the super chats I got. That's fucking nuts. I'll need Jesus. Fuck. Site can't be reached. Site be reached. I've got the same complexion. Go red as fuck if I'm out in the sun. Yeah, I go red just like thinking. Like, I'll just turn red. Hey Vamp, how you doing? Holy shit. I'm so happy to see all the people I ain't seen in so long. How about we call everyone by their name? That's preferred. But even then, we get into arguments as a society. It's like you see someone who looks like a Jane but wants to be called John. You get what I'm saying? There's an issue with that. Call everybody what they want to be called. Yeah, Ty, like, I got in trouble on Twitter very quickly until I had to I literally showed my my back. I took a picture and I posted it on the thing that got in trouble because I retweeted something, and they had the hashtag CRIPLIT, CRIPLIT, and I retweeted it with CRIPLIT. I am disabled. I've had five back surgeries. Sometimes I have trouble getting out of bed in the morning. Have trouble walking. Sometimes, and this might be TMI, I had trouble cleaning myself after going to the bathroom. I am disabled, clinically disabled. But people took offense with it because I seem outwardly to be normal. Mm-hmm. I've got the same. Yeah, I already read that. That's true. Dinner time. All right, Mike. I'm about to get out of here too. I think I'll give you all the next 5 minutes. 5 minutes. True. I started a new job and been sick, but doing better now. How is everyone? I'm doing fantastic, Vamp. I'm so happy to be back. Finally got some time to myself after months and months of edits and new projects and trying to keep the bills paid and all that stuff. Yeah. What's your favorite animal? How dare you assume that I have one favorite animal? How dare you, Bookable? Invisible illness? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I mean, if you actually seen me walk, you'll be like, for any amount of time. I'm not talking about getting up out of the chair and moving. And even sometimes that is hard to do. But if you see me walk for any period of time, like more than 10 steps, you can see how I'm affected by it. It's beavers. I have multiple disabilities, and if I'm clothed anyway, I can't look abled. It's actually annoying. Yeah. I was just accused of being able. Beavers for me. Did you do a review on The Shining? Yes, and that'll be up on the Discord in the next couple days. I don't know how to use Discord. Other people are helping me do this, so I have to wait on them to have time. But everything will be up over there as unlisted videos. I can't make them public because the old name is gone, and I can't have it up on the channel. Got to play Evil Dead, or we do, Brian. I'm waiting on you, sir. I am waiting on you. You tell me when you want to play. I'm waiting on you, babe. I'm waiting on you. I got into Evil Dead the other night, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't know you could fight back. That's really cool. I thought it was another Dead by Daylight where you just running away from the monster. I really need to read The Shining this year. I've been wanting to read it for so long. It's a good book. It's very slow starting, like most of Stephen King's stuff, but it's a really, really, really good book. Yeah, it's more action based. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool that you got all these different weapons. You have legendaries, you have, mid range, you have bad weapons. I thought that was really cool. I bought The Quarry, but I haven't played it yet. That is a one playthrough game for me. And I know it has multiple endings and multiple ways you can do things, but I didn't find any enjoy. Now, Until Dawn, I played numerous times to try to get all the achievements. The Quarry, not so much. I'm just noticing viewpoint changes in it. Gotcha. I mean, I understand, but Stephen King's early stuff was more omniscient than it was like any direct viewpoint. Yeah, character depth, definitely Ty. Yeah, Jimmy, I really like that one. I hate that all the copyright bullshit happened and that the game pretty much died. Didn't like the characters as much. What do you mean? Well, I'm talking like several different people about several different things. So I guess that's why it was $15 new. Uh, Nowadays, yeah, but I spent $60 on it when it first came out. Anyways, everybody, go ahead and start saying your goodbyes because I'm gonna let you guys. The 3.5 hour stream is nuts. I've never heard of Catherine Foxfield. It's behind you. Tag, you're dead. Come out wherever you are. That sounds very much like something I'd stay away from. And just to explain real quick why I say that, there's anything that seems like I'm not saying it's James Patterson clone, but anything that takes like nursery rhymes or things like that for titles, I don't know why, I just stay away from them. So if I saw that on a shelf, I would stay away from it. And the covers for me are a little generic too. But if you're recommending, then I might check her out. Bye, Ty. Bye, Nick. Thank you again. Thank you, everybody, for all the support, all the super chats, all the hugs, all the awesomeness today. You guys made my damn week. All right. Bye, Haley. Bye, Zoop. Bye, J Rod. Bye, Vamp. I missed the writing streams. We're gonna have them again. Those are coming up too. Okay, everyone, go listen to Harley Poe. I'm about to. I got it queued up on Amazon Music right now. Such a great live. Thank you so much, E, and everyone as well. Good stuff. Good people, definitely. All right, y'all. I don't know if I'm keeping the old outro and intro and outro, but if I do, just don't be upset if I change literally everything. It'll probably end up being something like, welcome to the Church of the Chair. I'm your host, E. So on and so on and so forth. RJ, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All right, everybody. Until next time, it'll be next weekend, and you should have a video this week. You should. I don't know when, but once I get done editing it, we should be good. But I've shot 2 months worth of content. One last time before everybody goes, you're getting one video a week, maybe, but you're getting 4 videos a month. Okay. I might take a month off, like months that have like 5 weeks in them. Love y'all too. Thank you. Go eat a delicious dinner. I am. We're having Bertolli, tortellini, sausage, and 4 cheese mixed together, and grilled chicken breast. Anyways, but so look forward to like 1 video a week, so on and so forth. Maybe 2 videos in 1 week, but there's only going to be 4 videos max every month. Anyways, and then we're going to have streams on the weekend. Game nights on Sundays are coming back. Keep an eye on the community tab and the Discord, especially the Discord. It's much easier to find the Discord. The link is in the description of the Discord. Go join, be a member. All the videos will be up there eventually. They're not up there yet. Yeah. And if you have any other questions, go back to the very beginning of the video and watch like the first 10 minutes. I discuss everything there. But y'all have a great, wonderful night, day, whatever you got over there where you are. And I love you. Love your faces. I'll talk to you later. Bye.